Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Yeah, you know, working day in, day out. Just working like the rest of you schmucks, and this is how we make our living with live microphones and nonsense. Welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Everyone's welcome to be here. Josh, would you say the physical part of this job is the biggest challenge?
Yeah, and people don't give us enough credit for that. Sometimes my butt cheeks falling asleep from sitting here with zero activity.
It's a lot of work walking to the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathrooms are kind of far away. Sometimes in the summer it's too cold. In winter it's too
always
warm.
too cold.
It's so cold.
I'm freezing.
Nick got a paper cut once that nearly killed him. I almost watched my best friend of 3 decades bleed out right in front of me.
The worst part about that paper cut, I know the one you're talking about. Boy, that was a good 15 years ago now. We had, like you're hearing right now, we had music in the background, kind of humming in the background. Everybody's talking back and forth. I paper cut myself. Now, hang on to something, our listening audience, especially some of you who, work construction and whatnot. Hang on to something, because this is it's pretty graphic. Some of the dangers that we deal with the music in the background and everybody talking at once. I paper cut myself live on the radio, and you could hear the skin separate. Like you could hear the tearing of the flesh.
It was like ripping up paper, really. Yeah, that was bad. But right, just like that.
Ouch.
So
blood everywhere, Ashley.
You would agree with the physical part of this job is the biggest challenge.
Probably the toughest job you could have as far as that goes.
If I asked any of you right now,
I sure hope people know we're being sarcastic, by the way.
Some do and some don't. If I asked all of you to show off a physical talent that you have right now, what could you do? A physical talent, a physical skill. I know Dana says he knows how to juggle. Can you do a somersault? Could you tear a telephone book in half with your hands? Brute strength. Can you put a cherry in your mouth and then tie the stem with your tongue?
I can do that.
You can do
can
that?
You really?
I can double knot it, yeah.
Double knot it.
Uh-huh.
That mystifies me. I had an aunt that could do that, and growing up, that's one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. I have no idea how you do something like that.
I used to be able to do some cool yoga stuff. It's been a while, though, since the pre-pregnancy thing, before I got fat. So
you never got fat, you got pregnant.
So I'm
a
not
baby in there.
I'm not sure if I could pull it off anymore.
You're talking flexibility things. You could plug your own ears with your big toes, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I can dance real well.
You're a great
Oh, yeah, I'm great at dancing. Yeah, let's put that on there.
I like to show Ashley, as much as I can, how good of a dancer I am.
My favorite go-to move is pawing the corners, Josh. I'm surprised you haven't whipped that bad boy out yet.
I'm not that advanced.
So, do you like a good show of physical talent, a feat of strength?
Absolutely.
Are you entertained by such things?
Yes.
We could all provide something. I think, like I said, if I asked you on the spot, we could probably provide something. Ashley could tie a cherry with her tongue. Josh is in the corner dancing. Dana's juggling.
Sounds like a crazy night.
I feel like I can keep a beat if you put some bongos in front of me. So we all have something. But if you enjoy a story of great physical talent. I hate to tell some of you boys this information. Well, maybe it'll be a relief to you. You can put a lid on all that training you've been doing at home. It's too late. I know some of you fellers have been working hard to get yourself in shape, but a dude in the United Kingdom, he got it done. He beat you to it. This English dude, he upped and pulled a car down the road.
Wow.
By just using his testicles.
Oh.
I'd have no chance.
No.
I don't know if I could pull a Matchbox car.
How do you find out that you can do that?
Yeah, how do you get into that? That's exactly what I thought, Ashley.
Mental illness.
He probably starts off with a Matchbox car, Josh. You got to work your way up, I'm
That's a
guessing.
good point.
Yeah, that's where I'd start, and that's where I'd end.
Oh, yeah, you got a weak little bag.
Oh, yes. Somebody was just texting in about my scrotum yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Don't you have, isn't it thin?
Very thin. I've compared it to, if you're trying to picture what it might look like, and God forbid you are, it's like if you order non-fried spring rolls. It's the wrap.
It's like paper mache.
Oh,
You
my
can
God.
see that shredded lettuce right through it.
I love it, and I always have loved it when you compare your scrotum to a spring roll. I do. Well, people have been texting in what physical skills they possess. Craig Rosensbeard says he can slip a disc in his back sitting completely still.
I've seen somebody do that while sneezing.
Oh, yeah, I can roll an ankle just by walking 3 feet to grab a paper towel or something.
HVAC God Jesus said physical talent, I can F for hours, he says.
Pretty
Hours.
cool.
So a guy in England, and feel free to text us while we started the conversation on what kind of a physical skill set do you have? What could you do if we put you on a stage? This guy pulled a car down the road by just using his testes. Old gorilla balls, goes by the name of John something or another. He's 50, so you know there was already a lot of mileage on that rosin bag before he considered setting a record like this.
It's got a few calluses.
Yeah, and it's bigger now than it was. Like if you asked a 17-year-old kid to pull a car down the street using his bag, it would pull right off of his body.
Too fresh.
And it would kill him, yes. Too fresh. Not any mileage or wear and tear on the sumbitch. You hit 50, it starts to sink a little lower towards the ground. There's some leeway there. So that was his advantage. This is one sport, Josh, that is an older man's game.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that the older I get, if there was a contest for which one can sink the lowest as gravity takes its toll, my left one is winning by a country mile. I can't figure out exactly what's happening there. It's amazing I don't list to the left when I walk at this point.
Just pulls you over.
That's why I sit down so much.
That's so great. I can't wait to see the evolution of my husband's testicles.
Oh, God.
How old is he?
He turns 30 this year.
Oh, for
It's going to
Christ's
start
sake.
soon.
Soon?
Yeah,
I
it'll
think he's
start.
got a good 10, 12, 13.
Oh, not
He's
for
starting
me.
to gray.
Josh, chaos coordinator sheezes can fall up and down the stairs. All right, back to this guy.
Wop Smosher Jesus said his buddy Donnie, he's got a talent of making all the women in a room disappear as soon as he walks in. I've had that talent.
I know a Donnie like that. John in England, he hooked his car up, hooked a car up to his dirty old bag. He towed it around town. He did this, fittingly, I think, to raise awareness for men's mental health issues. Fitting, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing to do.
He's going to be the first one they help.
I enjoyed the lady filming and kind of her reaction.
Ready?
Please, God, be careful.
Oh. Come undone.
Oh, my God. He's doing it.
That's it. You can't stop the car.
Oh, my God.
I like that she cares about his testicles more than he seems to.
Is that his wife or something? Maybe?
I'm not sure her relation.
Well, he had friends and family present. Josh, would a single member of your family agree to watch you do that in person?
No, there's no way.
But
Not
they
even
said
my wife.
Friends and family showed up to watch him perform this. Again, he pulled a car down the street using his dirty English scrotum. My wife would be in a courthouse annulling our marriage before she would show up and watch me do this.
My wife would have to whip out the yellow pages and start looking for a psychiatrist or something, and hopefully a urologist.
My wife probably wouldn't be all that surprised.
She wouldn't be surprised to watch you attempt something like this?
Yeah, she probably that seems like something he would do.
Do you have strong testicles?
I guess I don't really know.
Now, most guys don't know. Not every guy has tested them the way, and I'm not trying to be cute with that word, tested them. Not every guy has that's the only word I can come up with. Not every guy has tested the strength of their, again, I can only come up with scrotum, like Josh and I have. We have measured, we have tested.
It was high tech. We used some real calipers.
We did.
Designed for testing body fat.
Right.
Yeah, I remember you guys talking about that. Yeah, I wish I would have been a part of that. I would be interested to know.
I'm glad I wasn't.
Former Minnesota Viking Chris Kluwe. He was a part of it as well. Chris and
How was his?
We tied.
I'm sorry, what happened? What was the question?
Chris and I tied on our, we got the exact same number.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yours was, I think, triple ours or something. It was ridiculous.
What in the world?
You and I and Kluwe measured the strength and the thickness of each other's. Give me something other than scrotum. Bag. I'm just trying to mix it up.
Sack.
Sack, thank you. We tested and measured the strength and the thickness of our sacks. And mine was battle ready. It was kind of obscene how it was just different.
I've got a dentist appointment after the show. Is that something that they could test for me while I'm there?
I could do it right now.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Let me kick you in the nuts, and then you just give me on a scale of 1 to 10 how much it hurts. And if you don't say 6, 7, I'm going to be very disappointed. 651 or to 715, Jesus said he'd be more inclined to watch that, meaning our scrotum test, than ever go to one of his nephew's T-ball games again. My God, he says.
Oh, we're back to trashing youth sports?
Wow.
I dig that.
I actually like T-ball games because there's always the kid picking dandelions out in the field or laying down, making grass angels instead of snow angels.
It is cute.
Facing the wrong way.
The best thing about his text is, it's not even going on right now. He's just hanging on to that from last summer.
This is something that bothered him in the summer of 06. Yeah. Back to our ball sacks. So Josh, again, and Chris Kluwe were comparable to a spring roll. Josh has said, ever since we went through with this gimmick years ago, Josh has said mine was more like I think you compared it to a catcher's mitt. Or the sack that Indiana Jones carries his
the jewels in. Which is,
do you know
because that's
what
where you carry your jewels in.
Do you know what one is more normal?
No, the sack.
No. Out of both of you guys, did listeners text in about theirs?
Thinner was the most common answer.
Yeah, that's why mine was.
I just wanted to make sure nothing was wrong.
That's how the whole.
Josh.
No, I wondered because that's how the whole thing started. I can't remember the exact conversation, but I had said, how it's thin like a scrotum, and Nick's like, "What do you mean thin?" I'm like, "Well, you know how it's just so translucent."
Yeah.
And he was confused, like, no. And then I thought, oh no, something's wrong with my scrotum.
Yeah, you described yours in a way where I said, wait a minute, are we the same species?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
And I didn't understand what you were saying. I'm like, he must not realize I'm saying scrotum because everybody's just so thin. And so
it's like the leather on a hacky sack.
Yeah, exactly. like you're like an old football helmet.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or somebody flying one of those zero canopy planes or whatever those are called. So we decided, well, let's make this official, and we wanted to be medical about it. So we all measured, and lo and behold, there was quite the difference.
So now this guy that towed a car down the road with his sack, he's funny too. He ate out of a bag of mixed nuts while he performed this stunt. You follow the joke there?
Yeah.
Right out on the street, by the way, in his neighborhood, in broad daylight. Anybody could have looked out their window and seen this dude's exposed and dangerously expanded ball bag doing its imitation of an old Stretch Armstrong doll. Did it in broad daylight in his friggin' neighborhood right there on the street. A tow rope was attached to a car, which was then attached to a silk scarf. The silk scarf, John then tied that scarf around his nads, and then he pulled like the Dickens. And as you heard in the audio, his friends and family cheered him on. John said when it was all over and the record was set, or I mean, I don't even know if you want to call it a record. I don't think he was.
Yeah, it's not a record.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to top anybody. This was just something he did for mental health awareness. So forget the word record. When it was all over, he said his nut bag had turned bright red on him, but doctors have determined that he'll live.
I wouldn't risk it.
He damaged the goods, but he'll be okay.
Both of us have had testicle pain bad enough where we had to have a doctor take a look. I can't imagine how much that would hurt. And I'd be afraid like you'd rip them right off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, being an older guy with the give that is present once you get older, he wasn't taking as great a risk as, say, like a ninth grader. It would have been instant death.
I still think my biggest takeaway from this story, one of you mentioned it earlier. How do you invite friends and family to something like this, and why do they show up?
We don't know.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
I mean, I could see maybe a family member, like my brother. I could see my brother showing up, but simply to talk me out of it and to see if I was okay.
Oh, I was going to say he was going to show up just to watch your nuts get ripped apart.
He might. Okay, I didn't even consider that.
Well, here's my theory, Dana. I'm going to take a guess. This is the only positive thing this guy has ever done in his life. Like, he's been a pain in the ass problem for his family since he was a little kid. This is the first thing they could rally around ever. You guys probably can relate to this. I've got a couple of friends who the littlest event is a cause for the whole family to show up. And they all, this is so wonderful. Anything. Like a sixth grade kid passed his math test, and the whole family gathers for a party for this meaningless reason.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? Because they're friggin' nuts.
Mm-hmm. I know someone, I wonder if it's the same person we're thinking of. Yeah, I know somebody who's like that, too.
If a family celebrates tiny little accomplishments in life, like everyone shows up, it's because there's something really wrong going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So that's my theory on this guy. That's why the family showed up, because other than this event, this guy's been a nightmare.
And they all hugged and celebrated and gathered, a big group hug afterwards.
Okay, so we're talking about the same person.
It's all a show. It's all a show.
Well, it's funny you say that because I dated a girl who, we, for many years, family was the closest knit family I had ever been a part of.
Oh, boy.
And my family was real close when we were, young, growing up. But these people were, they did everything together. Every Sunday they'd get together and stuff, and I thought it was very sweet.
Oh, that means trouble.
Well, and that's what you told me at the time.
Yeah.
And I thought you were just being bitter or trying to start something.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I hear what you're saying. But it's a big family, and they seem so put together.
They love each other so much.
So much love.
I felt like, wow, this is the way a family is supposed to be.
What'd you find out?
They're insane.
Yeah, right.
There was so much bad stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Like really bad things.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. They hit it so well. They got so good at it.
Yeah. I've been courtside for a couple of scenes like that where you kind of look around and go, oh, okay, I get it now. I get why they're putting on this show of happiness. Because behind the scenes, complete darkness.
Oh, man. You and I heard, well, maybe I won't even go into details, but you and I heard some things once that they didn't realize we were around at a Wild game. We heard one of the
I know the things that we heard.
Ooh.
So there was, the longer I was with this person, the more I learned about her family, and, boy.
If you're ever around a family, 5, 6 people, mom, dad, couple of kids, whether they're little or grown, and you kind of look at the family and go, wow, they don't seem to enjoy each other's company at all. They're normal.
Yeah, that's how a normal family is.
If the kids are bouncing on dad's knee and they're just, to the point where you notice it, there's something really wrong going on behind the Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I don't want if somebody's in a family like this and things are great, I don't want to insult anybody or have them piss somebody off. But just some things that I've noticed too, like there was a brother and sister it was kind of odd as adults were like the sister would sit on his lap and he'd
No.
massage her and stuff
Ick.
like that.
Ick.
I don't think I've ever high-fived my sister.
Wait a
And I'm
minute.
not saying I'm doing it right.
Call the
sister-
cops right now.
A sister is sitting on a brother's lap, and the brother is giving her a back rub?
Yeah, this was, and they're in their early 30s.
I'd rather shoot myself.
And they're in their 30s?
Yeah, well, late 20s, early 30s. The sister was a little younger.
I barely like to hug my brothers. Like, that just became a thing.
I had a neighbor who he had 3 brothers, and so I knew him. I was 25 when I knew him, and he was my same age. And they would get in a row like a train, and Dad's in the back. He's the caboose.
No.
And they would all rub each other's shoulders. They'd sit on the ground like a human centipede.
Oh, the massage trains.
If you guys
you've
ever...
seen that before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We used to do them in middle school.
With your family?
Oh, no, God, no. Like in gym class and stuff. We just sit on the ground and then.
Yeah.
It was completely normal to them, and maybe that's a normal thing, but it made me uncomfortable. But then again, I don't like being touched.
No,
And, we didn't hug in my family. We
No.
didn't do any of that kind of stuff.
I think family, there should be one rule. Hands off.
Yeah, if you guys
No
ever,
hugging, no
ever catch
holding.
me doing that, just put me down. Something's going on.
Don't be trying to hold me. Don't be trying to hug me. Family, rule number 1, hands off. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not saying we did it right, but to me it was just odd because it was so different than my experience.
You can trust us, Smashley. If we ever catch you doing something like that, we'll straighten you out.
Yeah, tell me to knock that crap out.
All right, if you want to close out this topic on the dude who towed a car down the street using his nuts, maybe some of you remember a Chinese feller by the name of Tu Jin. He earned himself the nickname Iron Crotch because he put on incredible displays of dong power in his day. The story is he once pulled a school bus down the street with his pecker. The kids on the bus were a little confused and concerned, but in the end, they had a riot. The kids loved it. He pulled a school bus down the street with his rod. Then there was some kind of a kung fu master. Did you ever have a showdown, Josh, at the All Valley tournament against a cat named Yi Hong Wei?
No, I was in the audience. I kept screaming, "Put him in a body bag!"
Get him a body bag, yeah! Karate Kid, 1984. So you never fought Yi Hong Wei?
No.
He once used his pee-pee to pull a helicopter across the launching pad or whatever. Where do you put a helicopter?
Helipad?
Yeah, he pulled the helicopter around the helipad.
Oh,
Well, these two need to have a sack off.
what's wrong with these
No, this
guys?
is with their peckers.
Oh, that's with the pat. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Leave your poor penis alone. What are you doing?
Oh, god dang. Oh, one more.
You're going to say that someday to your son.
I'm already saying that.
Come on, leave it alone, man.
I almost missed this. This is great. This is a perfect way to cap off this bizarre conversation we've had where we've talked about our own ball sacks. We've talked about overall ball sack strength. We've even talked about great feats of pecker strength. This goes in a completely different direction, but it opens up a whole new can of worms. This John guy, again, the English guy who pulled a car down the street with his rosin bag. He recently, John has an estranged father. Old man took a walk on him, I guess, when he was a kid. Okay? Now John's a grown man pulling cars down the street with his nuts.
He saw what was coming.
Maybe. John recently found out that his estranged father has 7 other sons. That's something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you ain't heard nothing yet. John's estranged father has 7 other sons. All of them named John.
What a psychopath.
Guy likes the name John.
He
What?
likes himself, I think.
That is insane.
Hang on a second. What did you guys just say? You talked to my estranged father? He does. He has 7 other sons. Wow. I've got 7 half-brothers? What are their names? John. Yeah, I'm right here. No. Their names are John, 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 and there's one more because there's 7 of them. John. I think that's where I think I snap. Right?
That's so crazy.
To hear that, I think my brain shorts out and I snap, and you find me in a hospital bed somewhere when I find that out.
I would be so hurt if one of my parents had another secret child and its name was Ashley, let alone 7 Ashleys.
Who was the boxer that named all of his
George Foreman.
Yeah, okay, that's who it was.
And wasn't his daughter named like Georgina?
Yeah.
Georgetta or Georgina or Gilletta. Yeah.
But Ashley, would it be worse if you're the only Ashley? Like the other names are all the same, as if, well, I'm not going to include Ashley. She's the black sheep.
She's the outlier.
She's not good enough to be a Rebecca.
Yeah, she hasn't earned my name. Or maybe it'd be better because you're the favorite.
Yeah, you're special.
Dude, I love this story. I think I like the end more than
I do so much more. I did not expect for that.
I told you before, man. One of my bros. Oh, God help us. He's got a kid. It's not a kid, for Christ's sake. He's got a son that's 35 years old, is my guess. And that son's name is Donnie. Nice kid. Recently, he got a telephone call from a gal that he might have dangled with in 80? And she said, remember me? And he said, yeah, I think so. And she said, yeah, I'm sure you do. We dangled. And he was like, oh, yeah, we dangled. And she said, I just, not trying to bother you or anything, but I'd like to introduce you to your son.
That's so messed up.
Back in 1980 when we dangled, you knocked me up. I didn't want to start any trouble. I was fine raising this child on my own, right? But now I think he should meet his father, and my buddy's going, oh, for Christ's sake. At first, he didn't believe it until we all saw pictures of this kid, and it was brutally obvious. Oh, my God, it was so obvious that this was his son. So remember, he's already got a 35-some-odd-year-old son. And he says, okay, of course, I'd like to meet my now. If the kid was born in 80, how old would he be? He'd be 40-something.
45.
Right.
Or 6.
Sure, and he says, sure, I'd like to do the right thing and get to know this kid. What's his name? Also, Donnie. So he's got his own legitimate son, Donnie. And are you following what happened here?
Got 2 Donnies.
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting that she didn't tell him about, a child and give him a chance to, be in the kid's life, but then gave him his name. It's weird.
That is strange, isn't it?
No. My buddy's name isn't Donnie. His son is.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
My buddy is not named Donnie.
I got a little confused
His
there.
legitimate son is Donnie, and then he gets a phone call to find out about his illegitimate son. The illegitimate son, the mother named that son the same as the...
Okay, so just a crazy coincidence.
So
wow.
now he has 2 sons with the same name is what I meant by that. Sorry if I effed that story up.
No, I was just a little confused. I was probably too focused on the fact that I thought it was so bogus that she didn't tell him he had a kid.
It was the 80s.
My wife just texted and reminded me about former Minnesota Timberwolf Gary Trent Sr., who named all of his kids a form of Gary. There's Gary Trent Jr.
How many forms are there?
What's that?
How many forms of Gary are there?
So there's Junior, right? And then there's Garrison, Grayson, just a little bit spelled different, and Graydon. Yeah. So all have some form of Gary in there, just kind of mixed up.
How do you know when you're totally in love with yourself?
Yeah.
I know, just like George Foreman. I was kind of disappointed. He seems like such a neat guy.
My husband asked if we could do that. I still don't know if he was serious or not. When we found out we were having a boy, he was like, Jeremy Jr.? No, absolutely not.
I think that sounds nice.
No. Well, okay. It does, it sounds cute.
Call him
but
JJ.
Yeah.
I told him and I was anti that. I was like,
you don't like initial names or whatever?
It would make it seem like we were doing it after Justin Jefferson or J.J. McCarthy or something.
9, by the way.
Somebody somewhere would think that, and I don't even want one person
You want no part of that. I would
No.
think good times every time, but okay. You don't want anyone thinking you named your kid after a Viking.
Yeah, but I
They're
told
a bunch
him
of
no.
losers.
I said, I said, no offense to, your legacy and all that, but I think if you pass down your name, You have to be pretty, I don't know, I guess like a big deal. You got to be a big deal.
You have to be a big deal to
Like
name.
it makes sense when like kings do it because like
Oh.
you're a king. I get it.
I never thought about royalty. Yeah, I think people have always said that if you name your child after yourself, it's a show of arrogance. That's what I've always been told. I haven't always gone along with it, but sure, I can see why people would. But so you think you got to be a big deal if you're going to bestow your name upon a child?
Yeah.
You better be a somebody.
Yep.
And clearly, your husband is not a somebody.
No, not at all.
Not yet.
Exactly.
He's got time to make it up to you, though.
Then we can change his name.
I like that, Jeremy Jr. That's a very cool sounding
That
name.
is a cool name.
JJ.
darn it.
I wouldn't call him Jeremy. I'd call him JJ.
I'm gonna get home today and he's gonna be like, "I told you so."
Do you think it's different if you're a junior already and then you pass the name on? Because you're kind of more honoring your father.
Yeah, I think
or
that's a little
grandfather.
different.
I don't know.
I think that's a
Tough
different vibe.
question.
We did that with a middle name,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's very
which
common.
is pretty much, I guess, everybody does.
because
maybe.
it's like it's a middle name. Who cares?
My parents couldn't decide what to do for my sister, so she has two middle names.
Oh, wow.
I'm the only person I've ever met that has two middle names.
What do you mean she has two middle names?
She has two middle names. Like they couldn't decide.
Oh! For Christ's sake!
like
You know how there's one.
I
They
thought
added one.
thought you meant that her first name and her middle. It doesn't matter. What time is it? We got to get going. Oh, Dr. Andrea Johnston is going to stop by later. Our veterinarian pal. So later on, we'll be talking about your dogs and cats. We'll take a break. The stupid news is on the horizon here on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Every day, excessive delays and denials from big insurers keep patients from accessing the care they need. And when care is urgent, these delays can be disastrous. These practices cost billions in wasteful spending, driving up costs for American families. But while big insurers put up barriers, America's hospitals and health systems are in your corner, navigating endless reviews and appeals to get you the care you need when you need it most. It's time to curb these harmful practices and put the focus back on patients. Brought to you by the Coalition to Strengthen America's Healthcare.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's one of my least favorites.
Dude, I'm right here.
Come on, Ashley.
what?
Well, when Cubby sneaks in the studio and we're talking trash about him, give me a heads up that he's walked into the studio.
I'm sorry. I will next time.
You're over there. What are you doing?
You know what? Here's the thing. My feelings
What's up?
are greatly hurt that Nick would say something like that, but I'm on Nick's side about this, Ashley. You should have gave the guy a warning.
Thank you, Josh. You're a good friend.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
back
I had Josh's back yesterday.
That was hilarious.
Oh, that was great.
Nick said something about Josh, and as soon as Josh walked in, I was like, "Hey, this is what Nick said about you."
You called me like a butt lord or something, maybe not safe for
I don't
radio.
know who to trust around here.
That was funny.
I don't know who to friggin' trust. Josh leaves the room after we got off the air. And you guys know how I'm wired. I want to get everything the F done as quickly as possible once we get off the air. Whatever we need to do and get the hell out of here. You know. And I'm one of the guys that's actually got a work ethic around here, but still, yet I want to leave, right? I know it's kind of funny to hear that. So Josh leaves. 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes go by. We're just sitting here wasting time. So I said to Ashley and Dana, I said, where's stupid ass? 2 minutes later, he went to take a poop. 2 minutes later, Josh walks in. Ashley says, while you were gone, Nick called you a stupid ass. Like we were in third grade.
And that's coming from the woman who has the motto, snitches get stitches, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Josh is my homie.
What a walking contradiction you are.
And you're my home girl. What's funny is I can't remember if I even said this, but I'm like, yeah, well, usually it's something worse when he walks in the door when he gets here. Or I'll start a text with something very hurtful.
Yeah, I like the text.
So I thought stupid ass. I'm like, oh, he's in a good mood today. I'm only a stupid ass.
That is the text messages always get me because I'll just be chilling, sitting next to my husband watching TV, and my phone will light up and it'll say Nick. It'll say like, "What's up, idiots?" or something just really offensive. And my husband will be sit next to me, so he looks. He's like, "What? What the hell's that?" And I'm like, it's just Nick.
Hey.
Well, and sometimes, I thought, wow, that was a very nice exchange. No one was insulted. And then he'll have to text back and go, oh, by the way, I hate you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, dickbags, Dr. Andrea is in for tomorrow. Okay. Could have just said Dr. Andrea is in for tomorrow.
Sometimes I like to text the three of you and just be like, hey, what's up with the fat people?
I love it.
What's up, fatties? What are all you fat asses doing this weekend?
I feel like such a nerd because my response would be like, ha, hey, buddy, something like that. I don't know what to say.
Hey, partner. Great to hear from you. How are you doing this weekend?
I don't know how to respond to something like that. Fat ass standing by.
Yeah, you're sitting there eating dinner. You push your plate away.
That was, by the way, I wasn't pooping. I was petting a dog yesterday.
Dude, that dog.
But yesterday, Ashley totally sells me out.
Immediately. The door hadn't even closed yet when I walked in.
While you were gone, Nick called you a name. He called you stupid ass. Snitch.
My bad.
I've never felt closer to you, Ashley. Although
I'll protect you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was pretty good. But again, like I said, stupid ass, I can handle that. Been called way worse.
Hey, dildo breath.
Dildo breath.
That's what my dad's buddy used to call us kids when we were little. Get out of the way, you little dildo breath.
It implies that you've had a dildo in your mouth recently.
And it took me a while, Dana, it took me a while to catch on to that because he started calling us dildo breath when we were 6. We were either dildo breath or hemorrhoids. Ah, you little hemorrhoids, step aside.
E.T. I remember hearing that line, I think penis breath when he said that in E.T.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
As a kid, I didn't even fully know what it meant, but I thought that sounded hilarious. And I got older and I thought, well, there's only one way that would happen.
Right. There's not a mint or a gum for that.
People are saying if Nick didn't insult you, then he's probably mad at you.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Ah, man, a little name calling here never hurts. It's all in good fun.
I think when you grow up with siblings, it's tough to get offended. You've heard it all. You've been treated poorly your entire existence.
Oh, absolutely.
One of my dad's greatest friends, the Dirty Beauty, that was his nickname. He called us either dildo breath or hemorrhoids. I haven't seen the Beauty in years. I think he's still kicking, but...
So many cool nicknames.
He was a guy... One more quick story, if you don't mind. We'd go on these big fishing trips as little kids, and my dad and his hillbilly pals would just binge drink and start bar fights. So I learned from some real characters. So one particular trip, and every trip, by the way, the grown guys would bring a stack of dirty magazines.
Hell yeah.
About a foot high for the car ride, right? And I'm like 9. So anyway, one year we all piled into a motorhome. 8-10 of us in the back of this motorhome going up to Canada. And I'm sitting next to the Dirty Beauty. I'm probably 11 years old or something. And someone forgot to bring the porn, right? One of the older guys forgot to bring the porn. And at one point we're cruising down the highway. Maybe you had to be there. And the Beauty nudges me. Again, 11-year-old kid. I got like a can of Mountain Dew in one hand and a bag of Skittles in the other. He nudges me and he goes, yeah, you know what we're missing on this trip that we had in the past? And I said, no, what? Nobody brought any F books. But he didn't say F. You know?
Yeah.
And what was I in charge of that?
What are you supposed to say? Darn.
I'm 11. What am I supposed to do about that?
I
Sorry?
sure wish I could see some boobs.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry, me and my twin 4th grade brother didn't stop at the holiday station and get you guys some porn.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nobody got any F books.
F books.
All right, we got to do the stupid news at one point or another. Let's see where we can go with this. A nude burglar. And I guess that's a true story. A nude burglar in the state of Virginia. East of here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Cops are combing the streets on the lookout for a nude damned burglar. Well, if only there was something unique about his appearance. Maybe the cops could. But that's assuming that the culprit remains nude even when he's not committing a burglary, and that's likely not the case. But they are on the lookout for this nude burglar. Sorry to disappoint everyone, but yeah, the nude burglar here is a dude. They say he's committed a series of recent burglaries in the neighborhood D swinging. Now, this sounds like a hell of an eye-opener, Ashley. You tell me. Especially from a deep sleep. It says here, one lady victim woke up in the middle of the night when her dog started up with the barking, and when she opened her eyes, she saw a fully naked man standing in her house.
No.
The dog starts acting up. You're in a deep sleep.
And the dog's just letting this happen? Useless.
Well, it was barking.
Useless.
What, you got attack dogs in the house?
I would like to think that they would do something about it.
Oh,
because
you'd like to think.
Dogs are capable of, like they can sense danger, so they know if someone's in the house that's not supposed to be.
Yes,
so, like,
they
what
can.
What are you doing?
Yes, they can.
Do your job.
They don't, Ashley. Just when you think they're going to do their job, they don't. I, in the past, have had dogs who weren't even very nice to us, right? The ones who feed them. I always thought if someone shady walked in the door, they'd do something about it.
Yeah.
Well, they made a little bit of noise.
Well, thankfully, I have a cat.
That was
I think she would take care of the problem.
Cats might. Oh, yeah, these dogs that we had, they made a little bit of noise, but once the stranger, clapped their hands, like, and the dog, oh, you're a friend, obviously. Hi. I got a little scratch behind the ear. Can you get me behind the ear?
Sorry, I thought you were going to rob us and kill us, but you look like you want to pet me.
Lady wakes up out of a dead sleep, naked guy standing in her house. But he ran off before he had a chance to orgasm. Similar incidents have been happening all over town. And they've played out damn near the same way every time. People doing this or that in their own home, thinking they're safe, until suddenly they look up and see a naked jabroni standing and staring at them. He snatches up what he wants. He runs like the wind.
The nudity in the process of a crime always doubles my fear level. I think, well, this person cannot be reasoned with. They're obviously going through something.
Right.
That's only natural, Josh, I think.
That says there's some serious mental illness here.
Dude's
or they're
really,
very warm.
This dude's really lucky that nobody has guns.
Yeah.
Or didn't have them at the ready.
Yeah.
Another scenario, a gal was setting in her bed, middle of the night. She heard some footsteps. Footsteps in the hallway. And she took a look and saw this guy's dick.
I would never be able to sleep again.
Some of the victims, some of the victims did find semen in or around the house. Some are still looking for it.
Whose semen is this?
So the police are doing what they can, but so far, naked guy, he's got a leg up. He's winning. He's still on the loose. We can't let the naked guy win.
No. Never. Ugh.
I think one of my dogs would tear the person to pieces. The other one wouldn't get up off the couch.
Sadly, I think the one that would want to do the most harm to a stranger, or that would put in the most effort, is my messed up one, the one with only 3 legs that's got like a weird limp thing going on. So like she would try so hard, But then all he would do was like go upstairs, and she wouldn't be able to follow.
Josh, have you ever tested your dogs? See, that's where I'm getting my stories from, is we tested our Springer Spaniels when we were younger to see how they would react to strangers in the house. And again, they made a bunch of noise. They backpedaled a little bit and barked. Hair went up on the back of their head. But as soon as the stranger went, "Oh, hi, puppies," they both went, and ran right. Oh, have you ever tested them?
No, nothing like that. So, and that was on purpose? You just had a stranger come over?
Yeah, we were just high school kids having fun. Yeah.
Maybe they could tell, like they could see through your BS. They could feel that like it wasn't actually a serious situation.
Well, one of them was smart enough for that, and that was, of course, the best girl in the whole world, Megan Marie. Her son, Pat, was about as smart as a box of rocks. So maybe they did see through it. I don't know. If I could have asked them, Pat.
So when you tested, you just said, "Hey, walk right in." That was kind of the test.
Yeah, and kind of be ominous about it.
Oh, really? Okay,
you know,
even be a little aggressive.
Yeah.
We had a Cocker Spaniel growing up. He'd sit in the window and bark at any car or person that had the audacity just to walk down the street. But then there was one time where we had the sliding glass door open with the screen door there, and a moth came up to the screen door on the other side of the screen door, and he cowered and whimpered like just a total coward. Like, all right, you're not as tough as you think you are, pal.
Moths are scary.
He was just deathly afraid of this little innocent moth. We're like, okay, this dog's not going to help us for dick if somebody ever breaks in here.
Were you just disappointed?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because we called him Cocky Cody. His name was Cody, so we called him Cocky Cody about how much he barked at other people. And then all of a sudden we see him get scared by a moth. We're like,
that's too bad.
All right, pal.
Do you folks...
But I get scared by bugs.
You do.
So I understand.
Do you remember... Oh, a terrific motion picture by the name of The Professional, where the hitman and the little girl are best friends, and Gary Oldman is the bad guy cop, and the bad guy cop demands that everyone comes to the scene to kill the hitman.
Yeah, great movie. A little creepy when you watch it older. I mean, I was a teenager when I saw it, but just the relationship seemed a little odd when I rewatched it maybe.
Oh, it was harmless. It was just harmless love. Ashley and Dana, you don't want to tell me if you remember the terrific movie called
Never seen it.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah,
I
saw it once. I don't remember much about it.
You would love it, Ashley.
It's
Absolutely.
a good movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a great movie. It's a great story. It's a great ending. The action is top notch. For those of you who are fans of The Professional, here's the end scene. I'm going to do my take. This is the hitman. This is from Matilda. Another bad guy cop. Oh, boom! That's the end scene of The Professional.
All right, don't need to watch it then.
No, you should.
I will. I'm kidding.
I checked out the mugshot for the derelict main character in our next stupid news story, and the derelict looks quite a bit like the hitman character from the movie The Professional. That's why I brought it up. Don't you think so, Josh?
Yeah, I guess he does a little bit.
And this derelict stands accused of stealing lap dances. He's been arrested for that. Stealing lap dances at a topless bar in the far southeastern part. Some folks are calling him a lap lifter. You get that?
Yep.
Some bitch ran up a $650 lap dance tab at a strip joint. Roberto is the name of the first stripper that he stole a lap dance from. No, I'm kidding. Roberto is the name of the lap dance thief. He's 46 years old. He ran up a $650 lap dance tab, 15 straight lap dances from the same gal, and he goes to a little more expensive joint than I'm used to, $40 a piece for a lap dance. So 15 straight lap dances, same stripper, $40 a piece. There was an additional charge of $50 in there for something. Maybe he let the stripper, or maybe the stripper let him put one in his mouth or something. I don't know. But the total damage was $650, and Roberto refused to pay. He said, $650? Oh, hell no, is what he said.
What did you expect, dude?
That sounds like a good way to have your jaw broken for you by a juiced-up strip joint bouncer.
Well, that's what I was going to mention. I'd be afraid I would die. I mean, some of those places have a reputation where they don't put up with anything. Like, and it's not just like kicking you out, it's kicking your ass.
That $50 extra charge, Josh, do you think that's because the stripper let him put one in his mouth?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure there's something there. But, you know, the part that shocked me about the story is $40 for a lap dance. We always said that it was recession-proof. The lap dance has been $20 since the very first strip club ever opened.
Same thing with a keg cup, $5.
Well,
what's a keg cup?
When you go to a keg, you pay $5 for a cup?
Just a cup of beer. Okay,
Yeah.
I've never heard it referred to as a keg. I thought that meant like a bigger cup.
Oh, no, it's just, you go to the kegger and it's $5. You get your red Solo cup and you refill it all night long for $5.
what's that state that I won't say out loud, Josh? During a stupid news segment?
Yeah, you don't like to say Florida.
That's where this went down. So I don't think that surprises anybody. Lap dances everywhere else around the world are $20, but they had to F it up in, say it again, Josh.
Florida.
Roberto told the stripper, he said, again, 15 lap dances in a row. He told her, look, I'll give you $50, but that's it.
Yeah, he can't negotiate with that stuff, I don't think. Maybe in the VIP room.
You can put one in your mouth in the VIP room.
Oh, you probably put both in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Roberto was drunk. The cops had to come into the joint and arrest him. Even while the cops turned the screws on Roberto, he just simply refused to acknowledge that he owed the stripper anything more than $50. Once he woke up in jail and then was shuffled off the court, the judge dropped the hammer on Roberto. He told Roberto that not only is he no longer allowed at that boom boom room ever again, but the judge also tossed Roberto into the spin dry.
That sounds like maybe he could have used it.
Yep.
That seems like a weird thing to try and bargain for, doesn't it?
Yeah. You got to be a
That's
moron.
odd.
Or out of your mind, or you've never left the house. I mean, come on. You don't bargain in that situation. That's how you get your ass kicked. I remember rounding the corner, friend of mine, he and I were at the strip joint way too late one night. Way too friggin' late. Oh, God, we were bombed. And this pal of mine's back in the VIP room for friggin' hour 45. It was just, come on. And I said, you know what, F it. I'm just going to go back there and tell him it's time to leave. And when I rounded the corner into his VIP room, he had one of the stripper's boobs in his mouth. And I was like, okay, that pretty much seals it. Let's get the hell out of here.
Come on, bud.
I've always kind of wondered how true some of the stories are about that VIP room. Maybe it just depends on the situation or the dancer.
And this pal of mine's got like a big, ugly red beard. He doesn't look good with a boob in his mouth. A boob doesn't look good in his mouth. His mouth doesn't look good with a boob. It just was a terrible combination. Maybe if it was you, Josh, I would have said, oh, that's adorable. But in this case, it was just the perfect ending to a perfectly horrible night.
First and foremost, I appreciate that. But didn't you also have a story about a buddy who got a few dances in a row and thought it was buy one, get as many as she sticks around for?
Yep.
And it was pretty shocked?
That was my old iron worker buddy that I've told the stories on the program about. The guy with the boat trailer?
Yes.
Oh, yes, the boat trailer.
My old iron worker buddy. Totally and completely insane and has been from the word go.
Well, he's an iron worker. So
How many? Oh, jeez. How many lap dances did he get?
It was like 5 or 6 in a row.
Oh no!
5 or 6 in a row.
Was it his first time at a strip club, or maybe he's been and just didn't get a lap dance?
I don't think he had ever gotten a private dance, a lap dance. So
I was lucky where a friend's older brother, he gave us the whole scoop, told us how it worked. And I felt educated when I went in there, and there's some things that, had I not known, I might have been in some trouble. Just meaning like I could have fallen for that, not knowing.
The guy who said that he smoked queef? That's the guy I'm talking about, my iron worker pal? Yeah, it certainly wasn't his first time at the Boom Boom Room, but I don't think he ever had enough money in his pocket to get repeated lap dances. Well, on this particular night, he did. And it was 5 or 6 in a row. He stands up and hands the gal a 20. And she says, no. 2 times 6 is 112. And he thought that she stayed on his lap for as long as she did because she thought he was hot. I thought this, I thought that. And this is how he talks. What are you talking about? I thought this, I thought that. I thought maybe the first one. I thought the second one. But I thought you wanted to say. And she says, no. Give me my money. Well, next thing you know, he's causing a friggin' scene. He's got bouncers over there. And he's like, I'm not giving her $120 for this. And we had to walk him out of there. We had to tell the bouncers, look, we're leaving.
You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, thankfully my buddy who was in a similar situation didn't put up a big scene, but the dancer kept saying, hey, I'm having fun. Do you want to keep going?
Oh, right.
And he would be like, yeah, of course.
Right.
Like, she's enjoying herself.
That's how they hook you.
Yeah, and then he didn't realize that meant every single song was another 20.
Right. If you're a moron, that's how they hook you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and then later that night, he stole somebody's boat on a trailer and then got the vehicle up to 65 miles per hour and then released the trailer, and the boat and trailer went sailing into the woods. They found a trailer. They found the trailer in a tree.
What a guy.
That's the guy. What the hell are we talking about?
I don't know.
Lap lifter guy.
Lap lifter. Oh, we got time for one more? I think we got time for one more. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of this kind of a thing going around these days, identity theft, right? You go online for this or that. You dump some personal information out there because it's required for the service you're signing up for, and then some 34-year-old virgin mastermind crook living in his great-grandmother's basement hacks onto the internet and snatches all your personal information. Or the website you're dealing with doesn't do a good enough job to protect your personal information, and it gets out. And I think that's what we're dealing with here. I'll just let her buck, and we'll figure it out together. This would be very embarrassing. Some dudes, lots of dudes actually, went online looking for help to stop jacking off so often. Isn't that something?
A little support group.
At least you're trying.
Yeah, I wonder where you're at, where you start to realize I've got a problem. Like late for work, missing things.
Oh.
What kind of stuff?
Doing it at work.
Right, yeah, that's a good point. Inappropriate places.
Mm-hmm.
So they're tearing at their little acorns with so much ferocity that they have to go looking for help on the godless internet. So these poor fellers signed up for some type of please help me stop jagging myself off app. They signed up for an app. By God, next thing you know, all their personal information was leaked online. So now everyone in town knows the names of all the guys who signed up for the Please Help Me Stop Jagging Myself Off app. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. Everyone in their neighborhood now knows now. Because
that would be mortifying.
The information was...
I would think even if you're just a normal amount of masturbator, pretty more. Can you imagine? Like, all right, somebody's just looking at the times and how often. And
Oh, no.
Nightmare.
The app they signed up for is called Quitters, Quittr. They claim to be the #1 porn addiction app to quit porn forever. Well, who the hell wants to quit porn forever? It apparently... This service, this app, blocks porn websites from your cell phone. It even has something called a panic button for when you're just sweating it out. You want to touch yourself so bad that you go into a friggin' panic. You can press the panic button, and it says here, when you do, the Quitter app will send you, quote, emergency no-fap help, whatever that means.
What?
Fap is such a gross word.
I know.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's kind
I
of
hate
funny.
it.
Remember the fappening?
I do.
I don't think so.
When
Oh, God.
somebody it's also a hacking thing about whacking. Where somebody hacked into a bunch of celebrity cell phones and took their dirty photos off them and put them online.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a name for it.
Yeah, they called it the fappening. Which, you know,
Okay, that's kind of funny.
It's a funny name for a horrible
Yes,
thing.
yes, it's horrible what happened, but that is a funny name.
Gosh,
So-
this would be so embarrassing.
Yeah.
The times and dates. Really, dude? Christmas morning?
You know what I think would work for me? If all of a sudden, if I needed help and I hit the little help button, if there is a picture of my orgasm face that popped up.
Like the webcam caught you one time and it showed you what you looked like?
I would be so ashamed and disgusted that there's no way I would ever masturbate again if I had a problem.
Or it shows your porn history, like the ones you're not too proud of, you know? Like, oh, man, that was weird.
Well, let me ask you something, Josh. It's very personal. You're uncomfortable making any sound at all during sexual intercourse because of the shame that you were taught by your Catholic parents. Do you even try to control your facial expressions?
Boy, no, I don't think I've ever
Okay.
I don't want anybody looking at me, certainly. But no, I never tried to do that.
Do you close your eyes?
Oh, yeah, just hoping it gets over with.
Jesus,
oh, God, this is horrible.
You even try to control your facial. You don't want anyone looking at you.
No.
Not even your partner?
No.
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 It says here that this Quitter anti-jagoff app is popular and well-reviewed. It's been downloaded. It gets downloaded 1.5 million times and brings in $500,000 a month. I don't know I don't know anything about apps, but that sounds like they're doing pretty well over there at Quitter.
Sure.
It costs $30 a year, but somehow, according to the story, Quitter leaked out hundreds of thousands of users' names, their masturbation habits, and Quitter is being accused of lying about their security issues.
I'll never understand how a person can feel like they've done a good day's work when they're victimizing other folks. I'll never get it. Or just having no empathy whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And I hope there's retribution and it comes back to them. How embarrassing. These poor people. And, folks are texting in, some of these people were under 18, and their information is out there. It's awful.
Going on an app to help you stop whacking off. I mean, whatever happened to just, duct taping your rod to your thigh, or maybe... I know a guy who he couldn't stop with the whacking off. Every morning he'd have his cousin tie his hands behind his back so he couldn't get after the damn thing. Because he was tearing the lid off of it 11 times a day. So he had a cousin who lived in the neighborhood, and his cousin would stop by and tie his hands behind his back, and when his cousin was done working, he'd stop by the house again and untie the guy.
That'd work. Gosh.
I was waiting for something there.
What are you waiting for?
Honestly, I never know with you. I was like, I'm going to give it some time. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, my gosh, what? And then you'll be like, yeah, that never happened. That's stupid. I'm like, oh.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
And he explodes at the last minute when he sees a little daylight. Another turnover, great hands, 4-1. Power play for the Clippers. It's all that might be the candles on the cake.
Terrible game last night for the Wolves. They've had a couple 3 terrible games in a row. I haven't seen much of it because the games are starting at 10:30 p.m., but they just got smoked last night. That kind of brings a player down, Cubby.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
you're
sorry.
a fan. And how's your wife taking it?
Brings a player. She
watches all the games with you.
She doesn't feel good about it either. But, again, these last 2 games have been at 10:30 p.m. start time, so we haven't seen much of it. So the misery hasn't. What's the cliche line you always hear in sports? I don't think it's really set in yet. So
I don't know if you're going to be proud or disappointed, but your godson, I caught him staying up to watch the games, past his bedtime. And he's kind of
Come on, AJ.
He's kind of stupid because I get a code, right, saying, "Hey, you got to enter this code if you want to watch the game." And so I'll get that code, and that's what wakes me up enough to tell him, like, "What are you doing over here?"
Oh, wow.
That's sophisticated.
Yeah, so
you're sophisticated.
You know when he's turning the television on.
Yeah.
Wow. Tell AJ I said hello.
I will.
What the hell's going on around here? So the Wolves got beat. Yeah, we haven't suffered too bad. Appreciate your concern, but the wife and I haven't suffered too badly the last couple nights just because we're unable to see the game. Friggin' West Coast crap. Golden Gopher Basketball Club lost. Golden Gopher Hockey, the dudes, they lost.
Josh, I just thought of something. At least your son, late at night, he's like, you know what? I'm going to watch some basketball. Out of everything he could turn on at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, don't put that in my head.
I'm glad. Well,
he loves basketball.
I'm not even talking about anything like gross that teenage boys do. I was thinking
You're not talking about porn?
I was honestly thinking beheading videos and stuff like that.
Oh Jesus.
That's because you're a very dark, complicated, and wonderful person.
That was the first thing.
Beheading videos?
Yeah.
Oh, all right then.
I know that, that wasn't normal. I don't think that's really normal for anybody to watch. But there was definitely a weird time when I was in middle school where we all found out that those kind of existed out there and that you could find those kind of videos. And so, late at night, you're at a sleepover, you check them out a little bit, and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, never again.
What you're saying
I don't
is
know what the hell's going on around
Me
here.
neither.
your brothers would masturbate to beheading videos?
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying.
That is concerning.
Pigs Flyers in St. Paul tonight. And real quick before we go, because we got to duck over and Josh has some more news for you, but real quick, in the stupid news report, we talked about a naked burglar breaking into houses, swinging. Oh, he'll stare at you for a while, and then he'll snatch up whatever he can get his hands on, and he runs. The naked burglar. Josh, don't you know people in the business, criminal investigators of some sort?
Yeah.
So maybe you'd know the answer to this. A listener texted in about that naked burglar. Do they dust for pecker tracks?
They do, yes.
They know how to dust for...
Yeah, they've perfected it. they have that black light, right? So they can tell if the pecker did anything while it was there.
It's just mushroom stamps everywhere.
Oh, no.
I forgot about mushroom stamps.
I've heard it said out loud, but I don't know what it means.
You know, yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Are you being for real?
Yeah. Don't explain it to me just in case it gets us in trouble. You're right, the black light. Yeah. That's basically a pecker tracker.
I'm kind of surprised, like, shows that will air on network TV would insinuate that. Like, my wife and I are rewatching Criminal Minds, and there's some stuff on there I forgot they showed on CBS. I think it ran on originally. That was pretty shocking.
Get a little dark.
Yeah, a lot of semen and cut up body parts and stuff like that, kind of like what Ashley was just talking.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever heard anyone say on this radio station.
hey, even some people text in and were like, hey, are you talking about this site or are you talking about that site?
Oh, no. But you
just
had
that you had that thought.
Yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of people who are aware of violent online videos. It's just that you had the thought that Josh's son, more importantly my godson, would be watching beheading videos in the middle of the night.
He's around that age where you check them out.
I saw one a few years ago that on accident. I'm like, I don't want to see that. And all of a sudden it just popped up. It was like the first comment. Somebody had the video.
Right, here's a text from Pull Tab Voyeur Shizas who says, really? Beheading videos?
I'm sorry.
Nobody. They're having a hard time understanding you. Josh's news is coming up.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
You're listening to the radio.
The 93X Half-assed Morning Show.
What did he send himself?
He sent himself 11 or 12 videos and photos out of my hidden gallery that were explicit. They're sexual videos and pictures of me.
A Detroit police officer is facing felony charges after investigators said he accessed photos of a woman's phone during an arrest, then forwarded her explicit photos to himself. Authorities say that situation didn't end there. The officer even showed up at the woman's home.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this gimmick before. These guys get a little nutty.
The 34-year-old Detroit scumbag was arraigned Saturday on charges of misconduct in office, using a computer to commit a crime, and interfering with electric communications.
Showed up at her house, huh?
Yeah, just out of nowhere. Officials say the incident began with a traffic stop involving a 22-year-old woman for a reported improper license plate. The stop happened about 10:40 p.m. last Tuesday. Prosecutors said the woman was arrested on an outstanding warrant. During that arrest, the officer accessed her phone under the guise of calling her mother. But later, when the woman got her phone back, something didn't add up. She noticed photos and emails that she didn't recognize sending, emails he sent to himself so he could masturbate at his convenience. Authorities said the officer also went to the woman's home the following morning while he was off duty. The woman saw who it was and didn't go to the door. He didn't have a reason to search the woman's phone for anything other than the mother's contact information, the prosecutors said. And the steps he took after that intrusion were completely inappropriate, she said.
Inappropriate.
The officer has been suspended pending the outcome of an active investigation. The alleged actions are concerning and do not represent the overwhelming majority of Detroit police officers who maintain a high level of conduct and professionalism they've sworn to uphold, the department said in a statement. Using a computer to commit a crime is punishable by up to 7 years in prison. The officer was given house arrest and is required to wear a GPS.
This guy is sleazy.
Yeah.
So he takes her phone. He steals some of her hot, naked photos, right?
Correct.
He goes home. As you mentioned, he masturbates at his own leisure. Then he shows up at her house the next day.
Yeah.
What does he say? Hey, I got the easy one out the chamber.
I'm ready.
I was hoping you could help with the second one.
I like your body of work.
Two NYPD officers were suspended for having cop sex in a Bronx station house locker room.
Cop sex.
After a recording of the sinful adultery surfaced and was reported. The on-duty encounter happened at the 46th precinct between a 29-year-old male officer and a 29-year-old female officer. One of them recorded it for posterity and future film study, meaning masturbation. The situation came to light after the father of the woman's child saw the video and brought it to the station house to show a supervisor.
The father of the woman's child.
Yeah, baby daddy, you might say.
Baby daddy.
Retired police officer Eric Sanders, a civil rights attorney, called the locker room romps official misconduct. This is not just a private matter. It's theft of public services, he posted on X.
Yeah, but it sounds kind of sexy at the same time, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure, you can understand.
I bet they did it hard.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Definitely.
I bet there were noises.
Handcuffs involved.
Yeah.
The 46th precinct, which oversees troubled neighborhoods in that area, has previously been described as the deadliest police precinct, and sobering statistics seem to support that.
They had sex at the deadliest police precinct known to man?
Yeah, that whole area. And that's why some of the folks are so upset, because they need them out there.
Right.
The precinct saw a massive 107.7 surge in homicides in 2024 compared to the year before, along with increases in other major crimes. Sexual assaults increased by 25%, burglary up 38%, felony assault increased by 12%, and robbery climbed by 6%. Every minute spent engaged in unauthorized activity is a minute where a 911 call goes unanswered or a fellow officer is left without backup, Sanders wrote. The affair is going to be professionally pricey for the Horn Dogs. Together, they banked $222,500 last year. The officers were suspended without pay last month, and the effing will likely lead to a firing.
Well, I mean, a little moment of weakness there, right? They couldn't keep their hands off each other. It's kind of cold-blooded that the precinct is saying, hey, not only what you did is gross, but kind of guilt-tripping these two about the violence in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Like, look, we had sex for 45 seconds in the locker room. Please, don't make it seem like I let a bunch of children get strangled.
Yeah, my God.
Don't you think, Josh, that was a little much, wasn't it?
I hear what you're saying, but I can understand kind of both sides. But you're right. It's like, okay, we didn't mean to leave an officer in peril.
Yeah. 17 people were murdered while you had sex.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's the most That's the most important nut I've ever busted right there, I guess, when you consider what was going on in the outside world at the time.
It's one of those things where the timing could be awful. And so I understand what they're saying. Like, if I was a cop and I'm getting shot at by 13 bad guys and these two are just pumping away at each other back at the station, I might be a little frustrated.
They kind of piled it on. They piled it on a little bit, I think.
A Walton County, Florida Sheriff's Office jail employee couldn't resist the caged heat. And the result was a steamy slide from staff to suspect, ending with her arrest last Wednesday for sexual misconduct with an inmate. The situation first came to light February 18th when investigators received information about an inappropriate relationship between 56-year-old Kelly Jo Johnson and an inmate at the Walton County Jail who'd been assigned to kitchen duties. Apparently, the chemistry in the kitchen wasn't the only place things were heating up, because inside a secured area of the jail, the sheriff's office employee and the inmate gave it to each other real good. They banged each other's brains out in multiple sexual positions, each tryst ending with an illicit, sweaty, sticky, and breathless sexual release. Johnson, who clearly developed quite a fondness for the inmates Johnson, also communicated with the inmate outside her job responsibilities and tried to avoid detection, investigators said. The fallout came hard, and it came quickly. On February 27th, Johnson was terminated from her position, a job she'd held for less than 4 months.
Yeah, I suppose.
She just wanted that...
And meanwhile, there was a prison riot.
A lot of people died on her watch.
Yeah.
Utah officials are scrambling to clarify that hands-on care was never meant to include a safe word. Officials there are grappling with how to handle consensual canoodling between elderly residents and long-term care facilities and the caregivers who are supposed to be fluffing pillows, not raw dogging wrinkles. In one case, a 18-year-old high school senior working at a nursing home allegedly decided bingo night wasn't the only game in town. Instead of simply helping residents with their walkers and Werther's Originals, the hormonally enterprising teen got gummies from grandmas and launched a very misguided recruitment drive, encouraging friends to apply for jobs there at MILF Manor so they, too, could bone the elderly.
Are you effing kidding me?
There's a whole thing where these young people and these old people are going at it.
Wow.
An investigation on...
That is really gross.
Yes.
Like, really? I don't often get grossed out, but dang.
Gummies for grandma.
An investigation uncovered 2 additional incidents of hospice humping. In one case, a nursing assistant reportedly struck up a relationship with a resident more than 50 years her senior. In another, police found a physical therapy aide attempting to have sex with an 80-year-old woman who'd been reported missing, which I wish I had more information on, but that's all they said.
What's going on there?
When police interviewed the assistant about whether he genuinely had romantic feelings for the woman, he reportedly said, "No, but she wanted me, and I was willing."
This is an 18-year-old kid?
Yeah, some of them were that young. Some were in their 20s.
Jesus.
It was, there's a few of them that were having these relationships.
Is this a situation where they're hoping they're rich?
No. No,
it was just that
they're just looking for BJs.
Yeah, the older person said, "I'd really like to get some intercourse here." And the younger people thought, why not?
Man, I've been in some slums before, but that's extreme.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I have made multiple trips to old folks' homes over the last couple of years. Dude.
Yeah.
Nothing sexy about it.
Officials cautioned that even when such relationships are not necessarily illegal, they can create power imbalances between residents and the people responsible for their care, leading a Utah senator to sponsor a bill that would make those relationships illegal.
That's probably smart.
That's the sickest effing thing that has come out of your yap all day long.
So weird.
You guys watch Landman?
Yeah.
Familiar with the program.
Those old folks' homes are bumping.
Yeah, they're having a party.
They are. Yeah, they get hammered.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Just
there.
crushing beers.
18-year-old kid. Can you even imagine that crossing your mind?
No, not in any capacity. It'll be interesting when he's like in his, a little bit later in life if he gets past this old people obsession he's got going, and like his girlfriend or whoever he's trying to date is talking about, they're talking about their past sex situations, and he's like, yeah, you know what, the best dome I ever got. 85 years old.
See, I have a prediction about this situation. I don't think that 18-year-old kid goes on to a normal life. I really don't. I think this is one of those characters that some time goes by and it dawns on them what they've done, and they become the straightest lace Bible banger in your neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know those people.
They do the find God gimmick, and that's what I predict.
I love when people do that.
Can you even imagine being 18 years old and saying, hey, to your buddies, you know what we should do? We should get a job at the old folks' home and let the ladies, clear us out now and again.
Yeah. What happened is getting a job at the local pool for the summer, and hitting on the lifeguards.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't slept much, or it's the liquor talking, but this has me troubled.
And again, the high school senior was the one recruiting all his buddies, saying, "You're not going to believe what's going on around here." Put in an application.
What would your buddies have said to you when you were a senior in high school if you recommended such a thing, Josh? I bet you they'd never talk to you again.
Well, they'd have some questions, that's for sure. A night out at Universal Studios in Florida wrapped up with a rather awkward after-party. Namely, a 12-year-old girl sitting alone in a bar while her mother walked out to continue drinking somewhere else when the kid turned down a night of drunken dancing at a nightclub with her mom. 33-year-old Amanda Thorpe had been at the CW Shoreline Bar at Universal City Walk, a popular dining and nightlife area located next to the Universal Orlando Resort. She was there with her daughter Saturday night when they got into an argument with another person. Thorpe, witnesses noted, was already well acquainted with a full menu of mixed drinks that night. At some point, the 2026 Mother of the Year contender decided the evening required a change of scenery, specifically another bar and a dance floor. Her daughter wanted to return to their hotel room. That disagreement escalated, and Thorpe became livid with the little girl. She flipped her daughter off, said, "F you," then walked out of the bar without the girl and headed to the Red Coconut Club.
How old is this little kid again?
12. People inside the bar noticed the girl sitting there alone on a bar stool and called police. Officers later went to the Red Coconut Club. Inside, they found Thorpe on the dance floor with a drink in her hand, all by herself, swaying a solo and sad, boozy one-woman dance party.
You loser.
When asked about her daughter's whereabouts, Thorpe first claimed she thought the girl had been with her the entire time. She later said, "No, now that I think about it, the girl's back in the hotel room." As Thorpe tried selling the cops some very obvious fiction, they noticed a few small details: bloodshot eyes, uncontrollable swaying, unsteady steps, and the unmistakable aroma of fruity drinks, which all contributed to her night ending with her arrest.
Where did the kid end up?
What do you mean? She was just staying at that same bar. The mom said, "F you."
Oh, the kid got taken home by somebody?
Yeah, then they turned the kid over to their grandma.
So I'm sure
Grandma.
I'm sure the kid's used to it, sadly.
I'm sure Grandma's used to it, too.
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure it's a call Grandma's gotten.
What a pathetic loser.
And she was probably on a date with an 18-year-old and had to get pulled away from that.
The grandma?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just got a good rogering from a kid in a leather jacket.
Grandma's 12-year-old daughter, I'm going to go dance. Have fun in this bar with complete strangers that could kidnap you.
And she's pissed off at the 12-year-old for not wanting to go dance at a nightclub with her mom, who's at a .4. Aaron Eckert is 58 today. Iron Maiden's bassist Steve Harris, who at his age should up the iron supplements, is 70.
Do you think if Bruce Dickinson calls him to wish him a happy birthday, does Steve answer the phone?
Good question.
Or does he ignore that?
He just sends that to voicemail.
They notoriously don't like each other very much, Steve Harris and Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
We got to recognize Brock. He bowled his first perfect 300 last night in Arlington.
Man, that's awesome.
The Half-Ass Morning Show and Bad Company Jesus are proud of you.
Wow.
Happy birthday to Dad from Pumpkin Teeny and your favorite son, Emmett. Happy birthday to beautiful Brad Jesus from Beautiful Brad Jesus. Birthday wishes to Bradley from Mom. Happy 6th anniversary of your 40th to Shane from your bro, Dam Builder Jesus. And Avery, a.k.a. Hellfire Club Jesus, turns the big 1-3 today, officially a teen. Her birthday wish brought to you by her dad and little bro. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Held to 3 in the first half.
Foul was Minor's second. Corey hits the free throw despite the presence of the really loud guys singing the Goo Goo Dolls behind us. Not sure how that didn't throw him off.
Randy Shaver.
Good morning.
Drunk college kids have been singing 90s pop rock songs as loud as they possibly can to distract free throw shooters at the ACC men's basketball tournament.
That's really funny.
It is funny.
Did you catch that in the intro, Randy Shaver?
I heard that, yes.
Pretty good singing voice on that kid.
I like the gimmick.
This was a game between the Stanford University Cardinal and the University of Pittsburgh Panthers in Charlotte, the Flair country there, Charlotte, North Carolina. It must have been a Pittsburgh fan because the singing only cut loose when Stanford was attempting some free throws. So you heard right there. How's a guy supposed to concentrate when a student is singing Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls as loud as possible?
Right.
Big hit in 1998. Some of you might have bought that record.
And that song has had a resurgence on social media right now. There's a popular meme trend where somebody says, "Mom and Dad, what was life like in the 90s?" And then that song plays, and it's like a montage of pictures of things that went down in the 90s.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's going around right now?
Yeah, that's big right now.
Boy, that was a huge song. We
was.
played the heck out of that back in the day.
Later in the game, a Stanford kid comes up to the free throw line, and he had to try to focus and this lone singer that was singing the Goo Goo Dolls, he had some people who caught on to the bit. So later in the game, there were more singers that joined him. This time around, this is kind of cliche and a little too easy for me, but they sang Higher by Creed quite loudly. I don't know if you have the audio of Higher, Josh, if that came into play.
No, I just grabbed the one.
And then later on, oh boy, this would throw me, just because I hate the song so much. The kids sang the 1993 single by the Cranberries, Linger.
You got to.
Right?
What is it about the Cranberries resurgence? Do you know that one?
I can't speak on that one. I just have seen the Goo Goo Dolls Iris going around all over social media lately.
So now,
because it seems like everybody has covered Zombie in the songs everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So Pittsburgh won the game against Stanford. So they played last night. So I wonder if, today or something, we'll get more audio from the Pittsburgh Panthers kids, college kids, singing 90s pop rock songs to distract. Oh, they were scheduled to play North Carolina State last night, so I wonder if we'll get some more audio from these talented Pittsburgh fans.
Well, Pittsburgh got beat, so they will not be participating.
Some of they're going to turn into like their victory song. They're all singing in the locker room afterwards or something. That would have been fun.
But maybe they sang last night. See, we don't have the audio from last night yet, so maybe we'll get some more from these kids. But Pittsburgh's been eliminated. Well, for Christ's sake.
They have. Yep.
Transition, Gieler recognizing that Rahosi's right there for a finish. And
there they go.
Free throws to cut into this lead.
They sound drunk.
They sound totally hammered.
That's some bad late night karaoke right there.
This is a scouting report for a guy like Horn. You want Rahosi to finish over that right shoulder. He loves to go over the left shoulder. His attention to detail and the execution of scouting report that ultimately determines whether you win or lose games down the stretch.
Oh, it's got to be so frustrating for those guys trying to call the game.
Yep.
These kids drove from Pittsburgh to Charlotte, North Carolina. And I don't follow college basketball terribly closely, but I don't think the Panthers had the greatest season. But yet they drove all the way from Pittsburgh to Charlotte, North Carolina to sing 90s pop rock hit songs at the ball game. If we're talking favorite 90s pop rock songs, for me personally, there's only one. And we've discussed the brilliance of this song quite a few times on the show. There's only one 90s pop rock song, and that's by the stinking Crash Test Dummies.
That is a good one.
There's something so unique and wonderful about that song. I'll always put that on the top of my stack of records, Josh, if we're listening to 90s pop rock. What about you, Randy Shaver? Your go-to 90s pop rock song. Go ahead.
I don't have one.
Oh. Josh and I like Soul Asylum.
The 90s were a blur.
Yeah?
Oh, too much drinking?
Yeah.
Well, you were more into like powders and pills in the 90s, were you not?
Oh, I was into everything, yeah.
Were you a Hootie and the Blowfish guy?
God.
Darius Rucker actually played at our event one year.
I remember that.
But you have to admit that his band sucked.
You didn't like the Blowfish?
No, oh, my God.
I like the Blowfish.
That's some of the worst garbage ever.
Oh,
I hated that stuff. Josh and I like an old Soul Asylum song. We've mentioned this before called Misery.
That's a good tune.
Dude,
I was never into the band, but this song is so infectious, and I can't explain why. When I hear it, I want to hear it 7 times in a row. I don't know what it is. It's nothing wildly unique. Maybe it's that 2-voice harmonization there. I don't know why I cannot ever get enough of that song.
I can't either. I mean, really, KQ plays it a lot.
KQ blows.
They blow the speakers out of my car when I listen to that song.
They've blown for years. I'm not talking about them. I don't want to talk about them. We're talking about Soul Asylum and 90s pop rock.
Yeah, that is so good.
Oh, God. Somebody texted in and said, Cats in the Cradle by Ugly Kid Joe. That's one of the worst friggin' songs that ever happened. Third Eye Blind. People are saying, play some Third Eye Blind. Play some More Than Words.
Oh, More Than Words. Nice.
I hate that song.
Third Eye Blind, we had him in studio a couple times. Maybe you'll remember this too, Nick. Back when bands would come in and things. But now we can't even get them on the phone, thankfully. But we had those guys in once, and they were totally normal, regular guys. If you saw them anywhere, you would have outside of longer hair and a couple of them.
I don't recall them.
Maybe you'll remember this. So the first time we had them in, their record just came out. Nobody really knew too much about them. Then we had them in about 2 years later if they had a couple songs that were really big, and they were dressed like Kiss. Do you remember that?
No.
Without the makeup. They had big platform shoes.
So they went full rock star.
Oh, yeah, completely.
They made a few bucks, and next thing you know, they were wearing mascara and rubber pants.
It was so different.
I don't recall that, but that's an interesting.
Wolfpack Softball Jesus, speaking of 90s pop rock, brought Blues Traveler. Nick, your favorite.
See this?
Those guys were fun.
Oh, I knew this break. I knew this break would go sideways on me. Because if people know me, they know what to do to infuriate me.
You're open about your dislikes. So yeah, you're
Cats in the Cradle by Ugly Kid Joe. Are you friggin' out of your mind or something? I could get 7th graders. I could get 4 7th graders to put together a song better than that. Give me 2 hours. Give me 2 hours, I'll get junior high kids to sound better than this. Jesus. I love KQ.
I know, you made that clear. It's funny, I'm watching the video, and they even look bored.
Yeah. Who was that? Was it Gordon Lightfoot? Who the hell originally did Cats in the Cradle, Randy Shaver? You're an old person.
I think so.
Yeah, Gordon
That's
Lightfoot.
Who did that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't think that Ugly Kid Joe came up with that?
No. I didn't know that's who sang it originally.
Golden Gopher basketball dudes lost last night in their first game of the Big Ten tournament. Rutgers beat them by a few points. So that's it for now. Randy Shaver, I have no idea. Yep. I have no idea if the Gophs might get a crack at one of those other postseason tournaments, but as far as the tournament goes, they have no chance of playing a part in that.
That is correct. Right. I think their season is basically done. And, once again, give them credit. I mean, I know it didn't end record-wise the way maybe some people would hope, but considering everything and some of the big wins throughout the year and some of the close losses against good teams, I think you have to give Nico Medved and this crew a lot of credit for
I agree.
how they played and hopefully once they add more talent and get things started, we can start talking about Golden Gopher basketball going back to the NCAA tournament.
I'm pleased with what I saw for the most part this season. You take injury into account and everything that you mentioned. I'm pleased with what they accomplished, and there were a few close games to where maybe they would have a spot in the real tournament if they would have won. Just a couple of buckets here and there would have made all the difference. My God, we're getting it. People are telling us it was Jim Croce, it was Harry Chapin, it was Cat Stevens.
Yeah, I thought it was
that recorded originally Cats in the Cradle. I can't remember which one it was.
I thought Harry sounds right. I was thinking Cat Stevens too, but maybe.
What's the old Jim Croce or Harry Chapin or Cat Stevens or Gordon Lightfoot song in the movie? The German guy and the black guy are going after Leonardo DiCaprio. What's the name of that movie again?
Gosh, I don't know.
The German guy and Jamie Foxx are going after Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, is it Django Unchained?
Django Unchained.
Oh, yeah.
What's the folksy song that they play in Django Unchained when they're on horseback or riding through the woods? I love that old folksy hippie song. What was that one? I know folks know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, God, that's a beautiful song. They're like riding through the...
I Got a Name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Jim Croce.
Jim Croce. I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I got a name. God, that's a great song.
Yep.
So, yeah, good for you. Nico, maybe we'll see him in the NIT. I don't know.
With only 6 guys in their roster and the way the season's gone, I think it might be better if they just call it a day and let these guys rest.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, again, give them a lot of credit. They for this year, I think, kind of brought back Golden Gopher basketball to a point where people are optimistic.
I agree 100%. I'm excited about it.
Yep.
Now watch tomorrow. Every one of these kids is going to transfer to Illinois State or something.
Yeah. I don't think Nico is going to have that kind of an issue.
By the way, speaking of college basketball, I had a conversation with my wife. Do you boys want to do the significant other bracket challenge again this coming up next week?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
See if I can repeat as the biggest loser.
Oh, did your wife finish last?
Yeah.
Last year, we didn't fill out brackets. Each of us had our significant other fill out brackets for the main big, NCAA college basketball tournament. I thought it was kind of fun. So
yeah, it was a good time.
All right, we'll get into it again.
Yeah, my wife, for the bracket here that she filled out, she just tanked. I think I was out of it by the Sweet 16. But in our friend bracket, she won the whole thing. It's just kind of, that's how it goes with these bracket pickings.
Just picked the wrong one to turn in here. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, the Wolves gave up 153 points last night.
Oh, man.
Franchise record. I think that's a franchise record for points allowed.
It is.
Yeah. They gave up 44 in the fourth quarter. 44 points in the fourth quarter.
That's typically not going to get the job done.
That's ass ugly. To give up 150. Another late game. I didn't see more than a quarter and a half. But
and again, look at the Clippers roster. I mean, other than Kawhi Leonard, maybe Darius Garland a little bit, but who are some of these guys? I mean, it's just amazing that the Wolves lost to this team last night. If you look at the standings, and again, we talk about this, it's almost like this every year. The Wolves dropped from 3 to 6, and look out for the Phoenix Suns, who are playing good basketball. So are the Clippers at this point, but there's a chance that if the Wolves don't figure things out, they could end up in the play-in game, which would be not what you want. So
you can bounce upwards or downwards pretty easily in the Western Conference
for sure.
Setup. The poster child for boredom, Kawhi Leonard. Again, scored a pile of points on the Wolves. He dumped 45 on them. Next up, they'll be playing at Golden State tomorrow night. That's 3 losses in a row now.
Yep.
3 bad
5
losses.
wins.
3 pretty bad losses for a club that doesn't usually fall into a rut like that. Oh, Bam Adebayo. It says here he had to turn off the comments on his Instagram page because he was getting so wildly criticized for his 83-point performance the other night.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Why would he be getting criticized?
Oh, he's getting criticized by sports writers, too.
I mean, no surprise. That's all some of us know how to do is jump on social media and attack. But, there was some silliness going on as far as the fouling that was going on to get him more trips to the free throw line and whatnot.
True.
So, but whatever. I'm just... Yeah.
That's not Adebayo's fault, though, is it?
I don't really care one way or the other. He was trying to score as many points as possible.
What's the guy going to do?
They were having fun.
It's not the first time an NBA player has filled in the box score a little bit extra.
And he
no kidding.
put a whole page in the newspaper talking about how great he was. Or
No, I mean, if Kobe was still alive, maybe he wouldn't get this kind of thing, but people thought it was disrespect. What? You can't make people happy anymore, Randy. You know that.
Well, there was one NBA writer, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a prominent one, and he said he disrespected the legacy of Kobe Bryant by not stopping at 81 points.
Oh, that's dumb.
That's so dumb.
That's dumb.
If Kobe Bryant would have been sitting in the crowd, he probably would have been having a real good time and cheering for Bam Adebayo.
I also think, though, once the record was broken, if Kobe was still here, he'd be in the gym and having his agent trying to find him a 10-day contract to try to win the record back because he is that competitive of a guy.
So, yeah, now we got to hate Bam Adebayo for scoring too many points. Pigs Flyers in St. Paul tonight. Enjoy yourself if you're going down to the game tonight. Enjoy yourself. It's going to be a Pigs Flyers setup. Love to know what's going on, in the locker room, but no one will let us talk to Marcus.
So weird.
It is weird.
Go Colorado. That's what I say.
Oh, God. Well, there's quite a bit of distance now between Colorado and Minnesota as far as the standings go, and Dallas is starting to separate themselves a little bit too. So
are they?
Yep.
Golden Gopher Hockey Bros were defeated last night in the Big Ten hockey tournament, so that's got to be it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think they've earned any sort of opportunity to play postseason.
Till next year, boys. Oh, wow. Okay, how about this? A game between two junior hockey teams in Canada. Hell, we just talked about junior hockey a day or two ago. What were we talking about?
We were talking about
the team that lost every
game.
That
lost every game.
That's
some
right.
team in Ontario or whatever it was.
Right. I think this is basically the same level of hockey. Right. So yesterday, day before, we talked about a junior B Canadian hockey team that went 0-50-0 on the season. Here's a deal for you. A game between two junior hockey teams in Canada had to be shut down early. Apparently, the boys just couldn't keep from beating the life out of each other. They went ahead and set some level of penalty minute record. The refs handed out 43 misconducts and a total of 572 penalty minutes.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
This was the St. John's Junior Hockey League, Randy Shaver. Oh, you might have gotten a call up at one point or another. Maybe it got lost in the mail. The St. John's Junior Hockey League in Newfoundland. And they even play some games in Labrador.
Wow.
So the St. John's Junior Caps and the Southern Shore Breakers are the names of the two clubs who decided to completely piss on old-time hockey for one night. Piss on Eddie Shore, Toe Blake, all of them. And again, these are 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. I'm going to guess this was probably the final regular season game of the year. And they figured, why not go out raising all levels of hell?
Yep.
Put that stick in his side, man. Let him know you're there. 20 fighting majors. 43 game misconducts. I already told you that. 572 penalty minutes. I also already told you that. For the sake of comparison, the Philadelphia Flyers and Ottawa Senators set the NHL record for penalty minutes in March of 2004 when they put up 419 penalty minutes. So these young kids beat that by quite a bit.
Wow.
Randy Shaver might remember this from when I was a kid. The Valentine's Day Massacre, I think, is the nickname they gave. 1981 North Stars playing at the Boston Bruins.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the WWE pay-per-view where the Big Show made his WWE debut.
No.
Did they call it that too?
It was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It was a February pay-per-view.
That's funny.
Can we talk about that later?
Yes, we can.
I would love to talk about that later.
That was a very fun show.
They called it immediately. It gained the nickname the Valentine's Day Massacre. North Stars in Boston. Head coach of the North Stars at the time was Glenn Sonmore.
Oh, the great Glenn Sonmore.
Yes. And this is apparently all true. I think I first heard it from maybe it was Tom Reed. Although I know Tom Reed wasn't playing for the 81 North Stars, but he was certainly covering the team at the time. Before the game, because the Bruins had beat the North Stars something like 10 times in a row. The North Stars just could not beat Boston. And Glenn Sonmor, before that game in February 81, he told the guys in the locker room, he said, I have absolutely zero interest in whether or not we win this hockey game. But he said, what I am interested in is seeing those bastards in the other locker room get rushed to the nearest hospital. He said, I'm telling you, I don't care what we do with the puck. These sumbitches go down, and they go down tonight.
Bring the lumber.
And Bobby Smith dropped the mitts at the opening faceoff. He listened to his friggin' coach. And he beat the living hell out. I think it was Steve.
7 seconds into the game.
Yes. Bobby grabbed, I think,
Bobby Smith and Steve
Casper.
Steve Payne started it against Casper and Crowder.
Okay. Who was the other wing for the North Stars?
I'm looking at the story right now in the Star Trib.
7 seconds in.
and you've got, if you can look this up, and I don't know if you can or not, there's a story in the Star Tribune that was printed February 26th of 2021. And the two pictures are Glenn Sonmor in a fight being held back by Boston police.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
incredible.
On that night, some of the Boston crowd decided to hang over the glass and start trouble with the North Stars, and Sonmor tried to punch a couple guys.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
I'm telling you, younger people, you got cheated. The National Hockey League used to be the greatest spectacle on earth. So back to this juniors game where they set the penalty minute record, or I don't know if you want to compare it to the pros or not, but they put together 572 penalty minutes. There was one player who recorded 40 minutes in penalties in one shift. He got
how do you do that?
I think I can add it up for you, Randy. He got 5 minutes for clubbing someone in the head, another 5 for fighting, and 30 minutes from the 3 game misconducts.
Jeez.
All in one shift. Is there video of any of this? I didn't even look into it. Anybody?
I don't know. Yeah.
Now, I'm not done yet. The head coach of the that doesn't make any sense. The head coach of the St. John's Club, named Steve, he placed the bulk of the blame for all this madness. He placed it on the opposing team. That's what a good coach will do, right? And he blamed the fans. I love that. Is that not beautiful?
Sure.
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
He said there were drunk folks in the crowd that contributed to the hostile environment. That's funny right there. And
who was the wrestler you've told the story about that blamed the fans?
Kurt Angle blamed the fans.
Oh, yeah.
That's
for
funny.
when he lost his head. So apparently there was one drunk guy in the stands that climbed down onto the St. John's bench and dumped some threats on the kids. God, this sounds like fun. A crowd of adults were waiting outside the St. John's locker room to fight the kids when the game was over. The president of the St. John's Junior Hockey League described the scene as disgusting and disturbing. Sounds like a lot of laughs to me. Randy Shaver, nothing yet on that Kyler Murray character?
He's coming to town today.
Oh, he is?
He'll be in town today.
Oh, yeah, a few people text in. They want to know your thoughts on it, Randy.
Well, I mean, I think Kyler Murray, I said this the other day, if they sign Murray, I think that's a clear indication to J.J. McCarthy that his time here is pretty much done. Because that's not really an open competition at that point. That's Kyler Murray taking over as a starting quarterback. Kyler Murray's a first-round draft choice. He's had some great moments in Arizona. He's a different kind of quarterback than what the Vikings have had. He's a more mobile kind of player. I don't think he's ever reached the potential that everybody thought he could reach. Whether that's on him or the coaching or the combination of both. He certainly's got the talent. I guess the question is, does he have the will to be great? And, I suppose if there's any coach that can bring that out in a player, maybe it's maybe it's this guy, this coach.
Here's what I read about Kyler Murray yesterday. I read that he's not exactly ready to, quote, run into the arms of troubled Vikings head coach Kelvin O'Connor because he thinks the Vikings kind of blow overall.
No?
Well, I mean, compared to what he's been with in Arizona, I think that's a mistake. He'll walk into that facility today, and he'll be thoroughly impressed with the Vikings facility. That'll be a big plus for the Vikings to get him. But it's just a matter of, is he a good fit? That's another question, whether he's really is a good fit.
I'll say it again. I love watching him run.
Oh, he's great.
He looks like a 7-year-old kid that just stole a cookie off your plate at a picnic. He's built in a way to when he runs, he looks like a child.
Yeah.
He's only like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
He's not a big guy.
No.
Watching him run, right, Josh? It's so funny and kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I forgot. So on Hard Knocks, they gave him a nickname. I thought it had something to do with the cookie. I can't remember. They gave him a nickname because of how fun it is to watch him.
It's kind of a waddle.
So, I mean, how's our offensive line this year? Is it going to be necessary to have a guy that can get out of anything?
It might.
We lost our center, right?
Yep.
So I'm wondering if maybe that's going to be a big part of it.
All right, we got a couple guys that are doing things, both of them with the same last name. Former beloved.
But let me just go back to this one before
What the hell just happened?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying this. If they bring in Kyler Murray, it's not an open competition.
It's not.
It's not an open competition.
Okay. It means he's the number one quarterback.
Kyler Murray's not coming here to compete for a quarterback job.
And especially now with J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
So is J.J. going to stay, you think, or would they just...
Well, that's a good question, and don't know the answer to that. But I think it's pretty clear that if Murray's here, he's the guy.
Oh, God, I love that idea. I do. I love that this JJ thing has become a total disaster, but I was hoping for it from the get-go.
Just picturing JJ crying himself to sleep in his little footy pajamas.
Yeah. But he's still got the face paint on.
Yeah. And it's running down his face.
He's just taking pulls off his sippy cup.
Yeah, of milk.
PBR Pirate Jesus. This is the best way to put it. He texted in and said, Kyler Murray runs like a toddler who took his parents' car keys.
Yeah, he does.
It's the same way my bro Pistol Pete from across the street ran when we were kids. It reminds me of Pistol Pete, too, so there's a lot of enjoyment there when he runs with the football. Former beloved Vikings quarterback Indiana Jones has signed up to work again for the Indianapolis Colts. They got him for 2 years. He gets $88 million in trade. I don't know if anyone cares that Aaron Jones will return to the Vikings to play running back.
I like him.
Yeah, they restructured his deal and they re-signed him after they let him go, basically.
All right. This is fun. Moving over to baseball. Team USA lost a game to Italy in that World Baseball Classic tournament that they got cooking. This was a couple nights ago, and the word is they were hung over to beat hell.
Good for them.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the story. They might have had too many Steve Weisers the night before the game against the Italians. I think even the skipper for the team, who I don't know who it is, it's not Lasorda, it's not, I don't know who's the skipper for Team USA. I have no idea.
No idea.
But he basically said that. He said, yeah, we kind of celebrated a little too hard when we beat Rome or whoever the hell they beat in the second. They were hung over. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Some folks think that might be a lame excuse. That's because those folks have never been hung over, I would imagine. But what do you make of that, Randy Shaver? They drank too much.
It happens.
Yeah, also it's the World Baseball Classic. I mean, let's not get too up in arms about this.
That was the story. Yes,
it's just another way to get yourself ready for the Major League season. Yeah. So that's really all it is.
But the players seem to enjoy it, so who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you mean like get your drinking game in order.
No.
Because the boys do like to have some beers when they're on the road. I thought you were talking about the drinking.
No.
We got the West Coast trip to open up the season. We got to get our drinking legs underneath us.
So no one's too upset that Team USA isn't laser focused on the World Baseball.
Well, they're in the quarterfinals. They'll play Canada on Friday, so there's plenty of baseball left.
Oh, another game against Canada.
Yes.
If this one starts at 6 o'clock in the morning and I don't watch it, are you all going to be mad at me for that?
Yes.
You're going to judge my patriotism by whether or not I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch a USA Canada?
Did take some heat for that.
Oh, what was I had? That was the story I heard about the 19 and 98 Team USA hockey team. Team USA hockey team. You know what I mean. Olympic hockey team. The 98 Winter Olympics, I believe, were in Japan. And someone can look this up for me. Maybe I have the wrong year. But Team USA, 1998, I mean, we're talking Brett Hull, Chris Chelios, Mike Modano, Darian Hatcher, Tony Amonte, John LeClaire, Mike Richter. We're talking all these unbelievable players, right? They did not fare well in that Japanese Olympics in 98, if I have the right games in mind. And the stories I heard is the boys just drank their balls off and stayed up playing poker till 6 a.m., and that's why they didn't perform well in those Olympic Games. Do I have the right games right? 98, Japan? Is anyone looking it up?
Yeah, Nagano.
Yeah. And did they not fare well? Did they finish like 6th or 7th or something terrible like that?
I'm looking that up, too.
Okay. That was the story I heard. I don't know if we ever got Mike Modano on the telephone and if he'd be willing to talk about it. But I just heard the boys went to Japan and had too much damn fun. Now, the Olympics is something that might butthurt some people a little more when they hear that.
Right.
I don't know. Here's another example of how iffy things are with the Twins these days. I read an article yesterday about 5 big league managers who are beginning the season on the, quote, hot seat. Twins manager Derek Shelton.
That's not fair.
Twins manager Derek Shelton.
He just sat down.
I agree. That seat should not be hot.
He didn't have a chair to sit in until a couple.
Yes.
Derek Shelton made this list of managers on the hot seat. The prick hasn't managed a single regular season game for the Twins yet.
Oh, man.
Nick, you were right. The U.S. in the 98 Olympics, they went 1 win and 2 losses in the group play and then crashed out in the quarterfinals with a 4-1 loss to Czech Republic.
Duh. So, yeah, I've always wanted to hear it straight out of somebody's yap who was there, you know, someone from that. Well, maybe the GM. Bill Guerin was maybe on that team. It was a long time ago. But the story, everyone said the boys just got to playing poker and got into the Japanese beer and didn't really give 2 pumps how they did in the Derek Shelton's on the hot seat. The guy.
Man, that's not fair.
Give a guy a minute to relax.
I mean, I will say the Twins are 6-11 in spring training, but the Tigers are 4-9-4, so they've got a better record than the Tigers right now.
Better record than the Tigers
in spring training.
Okay, we'll take whatever we can get, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Every year we get one of these stories. It usually doesn't mean dick in the long run. A 16-year-old high school baseball player in Pennsylvania can throw a baseball 101 miles per hour.
It's impressive.
That's cool.
Hopefully his arm won't fall off.
Yeah,
right.
Really.
Well, and the question is, can he control it, you know?
True. But that's almost even more interesting because as a batter, I'm scared to death that he can't control it all the time.
Yeah. 6'6" kid, 220 pounds. He guess he's going to go to Duke and play baseball. He's being scouted.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's 1 or 2 of these kids every year. Does it turn into something in the long run? It usually doesn't. Because of injuries and things like that, they can't control. You need to have pinpoint accuracy in the big skis. Don't you, Randy?
You do.
All right.
I tell you what, though, there was nothing worse in Little League than facing a guy that throws hard but throws it everywhere.
Oh, no control?
Yeah, you step to the plate thinking maybe 1 out of 5 pitches I'll have a chance to swing at, and the other 4 I'm going to have to protect myself. So.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a Twins game a number of years ago. The Cleveland Indians had a young kid come up from the minors, and he threw so hard. I mean, it was 101, 102, but he had absolutely no control over it. It was just horrible. I mean, but of course, you know how they do it. We got to give the young kid a push at one point or another. But you could tell, even professional baseball players, even the Twins were thinking, Jesus, get me out of here.
Yep.
It was just freakish, the velocity, but there was zero control. All right, before we go, a few days we were talking about youth sports, how so many parents out there spend every damn dime they make on their ungrateful kids and the youth sports that they choose to play.
Yep.
Sucks up every available dollar in the household, and it eats away at all of your precious time. Folks at Bro Bible sat down, and they did the full-on arithmetic on this. As far as money goes, these are the 9 most expensive sports in the world, whether you're 8 or 80, youth or professional. And these are the sports that inhale more dollars than any of the others. Racing is number 1. You got to keep up a high-performance car or a motorbike running. You got repairs, the whole works.
Yeah.
All your money, all of it, Cubby, gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun, though.
We had parents text in about that. Their kids are in that, any type of motorsport.
Hey, it even says here, if you're competing nationally, if you're competing at the national level in go-kart racing, it can cost over $50,000 a year.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I want one of those carts so bad.
Oh, man.
The second most expensive sport, sailing. It takes me away to where I've always...
Yeah, that's a rich people's game.
Christopher,
Normal people aren't doing sailing.
I think that's such a rich people's game that none of us thought of it when we were having this conversation and nobody texted in about it.
Exactly.
Christopher Cross, elite sailing. You got to keep the boat seaworthy. Life jackets cost money. Ice for the cooler costs money. Even at the entry level, sailing can cost at the entry level $5,000 a year. If you want to be a professional, $300 million.
What?
This year's winning team in the America's Cup Sailing League, or whatever they call it, spent $300 million on the boat, sunscreen, everything. Polo. First, you got to learn how to properly ride a horse. You got to train a horse to do polo moves. If the horse dies, you got to buy another horse. If you want to go pro, just getting your foot in the door of professional polo will run you near $100,000. It says right here, do not tell your kids about polo unless you are prepared to spend a fortune.
You have to account for the horse deaths. There's a lot of horse deaths.
Number 4, Josh, on the list of the most expensive sports, whether you're 8 or 80, alpine skiing. Because, I don't know if you've noticed this, but it requires snow. And snow isn't a year-round thing in most places. So you got to fly to the southern hemisphere. You got to fly to the northern. You got to go to Antarctica.
They were talking about the expense of some of the ski academies as well, which can be in the 6 figures, just to learn how to do it.
Equestrian, again, like polo. You got to keep a horse alive, and then if it dies or if the horse takes its own life, you got to buy a new horse.
They do that.
Yeah, horse suicide is on the rise.
You got to get a specialized horse that's bonded with the rider, and they trust one another. They sleep together. They eat together. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then number 6 is ice hockey. No explanation needed for the people here in town. Number 7 is triathlon and bicycling. Tens of thousands of dollars. Bicycles cost money. Reflectors cost money. Banana seats cost money.
The little horned.
Number 8, Randy, golf.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing how expensive clubs can be if you wanted to get the high quality stuff. And then
what's an average, if you just, like a regular person wants to get into golf, what do you spend on that?
Oh, I wouldn't even be able to venture a guess because I use my grandpa's clubs from like 1979.
If you're getting some like beginner clubs, I mean, you could less than $500.
Sure, but then you got to.
If you want to ball out and get stuff that's going to last you a long time.
Well, got to pay for the driving range. You got to pay for the golf course.
Yeah, and then if you want to, you can try to save some money and get like a season pass to a golf course, but that is so expensive too. I looked into that so many times.
Golf costs a lot of money. There's 3 sayings that Josh has. Number 1, don't be talking trash. The other saying he stands by is A guy can only drink so much and screw so much. There's a third saying that Josh stands by. He says, hey, being an elitist douchebag costs money. Whenever golf comes up, he dumps that saying on us.
He is known to say that.
Being an elitist prick will cost you some money.
Sometimes I forget these things.
You forget. I was surprised number 9 on the list of most expensive sports, whether you're an amateur or a pro, is lacrosse.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, their stuff can get really expensive. All their gear, like the helmets, and I'm sure there's a correct word for it, but like their sticks.
They're called mallets, actually.
Are they really?
No, I have no idea.
No. My husband played lacrosse growing up, and he coached for a little bit too. And yeah, he was showing me like the nicest stick you could buy. It was outrageous.
Well, that surprises me too that would make the top 10.
See, that's the thing, is it's not the equipment. They mentioned their specialized equipment, but, it's the travel. Because sometimes you got to go quite a ways to find a town bored enough to have a lacrosse team. You know what I mean? Where's the nearest team we can play? Well, they're in Bawabik. Oh, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? What about after that? Well, we got to go to Calgary. You got to drive or fly a little ways to find a town bored enough to have a lacrosse team.
Here's this person says club lacrosse costs about $10,000 a year.
Dude.
And they do mention the travel.
Those are the 9 most expensive sports in the world. Also, we have broom ball. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
That's on the list of sports that you should be embarrassed about if you play it regularly.
Well, the two sports on the list are things that I would love if my son got involved in.
Auto racing and polo?
Yeah, exactly.
Get him into auto racing. I regret that I never got into that.
No, ideally golf and lacrosse.
Here's something Josh forgets that he says a lot, too. He says he'd like all the dudes involved in competitive powerlifting, he'd like them to stop acting like such little bitches.
That could get a guy killed saying something like that.
Stop saying it then.
Yeah. If you don't want to get hurt, stop saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to be controversial. The sad thing is sometimes when you bring these things up, people believe what you're saying. That's the worst part about it.
I'm that damn good. Randy, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
See ya.
You're the best. Don't worry, Randy, you're still the best.
Thank you.
To quote Ricky Henderson.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today, 763-571-2410, or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
I'm Adam Devine, Chief Fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network. Well, fun it up. It better be fun. Have you ever wondered how our network actually works? Oh, wonder no more. With the support of partnering businesses and individual donors, we help raise crucial funds for 170 children's hospitals across the United States and Canada. Hospitals that provide life-changing care for all kids. Visit us online at cmn.org.
It's Dr. Andrea.
Here to save you about $5,000 and answer your pet questions. It's Dr. Andrea
on the 93X Half-assed Morning Show.
Yeah, we're some lucky sumbitches around here on the Half-assed Morning Show. Every couple of weeks we get to jaw jack about our adorable house pets with a professional house pet doctor, Dr. Andrea Johnston from a joint called Gurman Animal Hospital. If and you have something to ask Andrea, text us at 651-989-93. What were the other numbers there?
There's another 93 after those.
Back-to-back 93s.
Yes.
The final four numbers are 9393 with a setup 651989. Here she is, by God. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, bro.
How's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm good.
Feeling better?
Yeah, my kids aren't, but I am.
It's going around. You were feeling a little sick last time we saw you.
Yeah, I got over it faster than you did, Nick.
Yeah, Nick still got it, although he's better today. Earlier this week, I thought it's gotten worse somehow.
Yeah, there's the Norwegian lungworm?
No, see, this is the thing. I've been scaring some people in town, but that's what I was diagnosed with. There are two separate names for it. Some doctors are calling it Norwegian lungworm. Others are calling it the Scandinavian lung mite.
Oh, I like lung mite better.
It takes residence in your lungs, and it'll fight you to the death. I've had it for 2 months now. It won't go away. Be aware of the Norwegian lungworm and the Scandinavian chest mite.
It's a bummer that it's not one of the ones that make you skinny, because there's some worms that make you skinny. This one,
like a tapeworm.
Yeah, it's just trying to kill you.
I used to be asked by my uncles all the time if I had a tapeworm because of how much I could eat.
Yeah, I've heard people say that before.
So sickness is going around.
Yeah, we got the stomach flu right now. That's super fun.
Oh, man.
Awful.
Yeah, you were telling me there's puke everywhere. They're not old enough to know how to run to the toilet.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to go home and just have to scrub carpets for 5 hours.
Oh, no.
I thought that's a lot worse than dog vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse? Yeah.
Way worse.
All right. I wasn't sure.
In my opinion.
Just the sheer volume of it, I imagine, is a lot more.
That's true.
So right now your house is dripping with stomach flu, but you agreed to come in studio and sit with us.
I needed a break.
No, more puke.
Sorry. I mean, I come in with lice. I come in with the stomach flu.
That's true.
I just like to spread the disease here.
It makes us stronger.
Do you live in a spider hole or something? Last time, that's right. Last time you came in here, you had lice.
Well, remind us, Dr. Andrea, how old are your children?
They are 6, 10, and 13.
Yeah, they're just germ factories.
You can't win.
No.
They'll get healthy, go back to school,
Yeah.
and then somebody gives them something else.
Cubby, there you go. After today, you can, as you always do when you go back home, you can bring home the bacon, and you can bring your family a fresh case of stomach flu.
Here you go.
Courtesy of Dr. Rand.
I will have it this weekend. I'm just saying. It's coming, right? If I'm the one cleaning it, I'm for sure going to get it.
But it won't hit you till you have some free time.
For sure.
Right. Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
My wife never gets sick. She could work in some place that's got an Ebola outbreak. She'd take care of everybody, and she doesn't get sick. I can't figure it out.
It's because she spends a lot of her time at the gym, and she's exposed to all that stuff anyway. You know, somebody's sweating all over a machine, then she hops on it.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, same thing with my wife as a second grade teacher. She's around everything all day, and she never gets sick.
Yeah, they're immune to it.
Josh, she obviously, loved away all of your, what do you call that system again? She loved
immune system?
She loved away your immune system.
There's a question here about a dog losing skin and hair, just in some patches, and it's also a bit odoriferous.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd worry about a skin infection, allergies this time of year. I've seen so many allergies this week because the snow melted. So you worry about allergies, you worry about a skin infection secondary to allergies. Sometimes it can get autoimmune things too, where the skin flakes. You peel the hair back with skin. I'd get the dog checked out. You might need to do a skin biopsy if allergy meds don't cut it.
Scandinavian lung mites?
Potentially. Yes, potentially.
Yeah, this here's a behavioral question by nature. So I know those are a little more iffy.
Yeah.
Kind of concerning. This guy's got a dog who instinctively wants to chase everything. And it even, it's got a need to jump out the car while the car is moving.
I had one of those dogs.
I've seen that before.
So dangerous.
It's always those little guys.
It was a little dog that I saw.
This is a golden damn doodle. So again, I don't know what kind of advice anybody could give. That's very frightening.
Maybe keep the window up.
Yeah, don't roll down that window.
Do they have special car seats for dogs?
They do.
Yeah,
they have seatbelts.
Seatbelts, or you can lock a
Dana
car.
has one.
Yep.
Yeah, they wear a harness, and then you clip them in.
Okay.
I watched Dana's wife yell at him for not strapping in or she gave you some grief. She said, did he wear his seatbelt on the way over? And you said, nope.
Most certainly did not bother with that.
I'd never even thought of something like that.
Do you have a dog that will jump out the open window?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No, she just wants the dog to be safe in case of a car accident.
Oh, a car accident.
I have have a dog.
Dog shouldn't be
I have
driving
a
in the
client. Right. I have a dog that fell out of an airplane on the tarmac.
What? Okay. I thought in the air.
Like a private, like one of those little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It fell out of the plane.
Doing all right?
Doing great.
Okay.
The plane was in motion?
Yeah, it was like on its way up.
What the hell did it fall out of? An open window?
Like little ones? I'm not sure, but it fell out the plane.
Man.
It was going to ride on the
cargo
wing,
hold?
and it couldn't hold on.
I'm just picturing wearing like those little goggles and stuff and a little scarf.
That's
Like
incredible. How does anything fall out of a plane once it leaves the ground? And it instantly died?
No, it's still living.
I pictured it like tumbling
Still black
in
lab.
the air.
Still doing great.
The lab.
That's why.
Because
They're
I know
too happy to die in a plane crash.
Yeah.
I know a dog who jumped out of a car. It did not live.
Oh.
I saw a dog do that, a little dog, like you said, Ashley, and the dog seemed to be okay afterwards. Just like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Why would you let me do something like that?
It's like those cats that like fall out of those high-story windows and they just walk away.
Did
like
you
nothing ever happened.
Did you treat this dog that fell out of a plane?
It really didn't have. I think it had like a back limb fracture, but besides that, the dog's totally fine.
Did it go to Hollywood to be?
Stunt dog?
double?
I mean, that's incredible. I've never heard of that.
Isn't that nuts?
You know,
Yeah.
I even get a little paranoid sometimes when I'm playing ball with a dog. It doesn't even have to be my dog. You know, you go to your buddy's place, he's got a dog that chases a tennis ball. I even get a little paranoid because of a horrible story I heard once of a tennis ball being thrown for a little puff dog. I don't know, 15-pound little character. I don't know what it was, but about yay big. This dog loved to chase the tennis ball like most of them, and it chased it into a wall. It ran headlong into the wall, broke its neck.
Oh, no.
So I even get a little paranoid sometimes.
Yeah,
playing ball.
Because if they land weird too, it can tear an Achilles.
Sure,
Achilles and
but we're
stuff
talking
like
about a broken friggin' neck where the dog is lying there on its back, helplessly looking left and right, not knowing. You know what I mean?
sad.
Never
Dog
heard of
tears
something
an
like that.
Achilles. I can deal with that. If I
Yeah,
watch,
I
if I
suppose.
paralyze my dog through a game of chase the ball, I think I'd just probably get in bed and stay there the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that a dog jumped out of a friggin' airplane.
Yeah. When I worked at the U, I had a guy sit in his recliner, and he had a Chihuahua, and he like folded back the recliner with the Chihuahua in it.
Dude.
Yeah.
That friggin'
like,
little-
weird stuff happens.
Dog okay?
It didn't survive.
Oh,
It
no.
was on a ventilator for like a long time. And
That is a terrible,
I know.
terrible thing.
That little friggin' dog that my wife and I have, which you treat, Gertie,
Gertie girl.
cutest thing that's ever happened to anybody. Her favorite friggin' spot in the whole house is sort of under the recliner with the lift-up leg thing.
Yeah,
You know?
you gotta
So
watch that.
if you get up out of the chair, you'll kill her.
Yeah.
But that's her favorite spot to sit. So constantly, my wife and I, if I'm in the recliner, constantly I hear this from across the room or vice versa. My wife will say, okay, don't move in that friggin' chair. Because if we do, we'll kill her.
Yeah.
But that's her
What the heck,
One of my
Gertie?
dogs.
She's kind of little, like, there's a little bit of an overhang, right?
Yeah,
She likes
probably
to
feels safe.
It's just so stupid.
One of my dogs likes to sleep under the bed.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious watching him try and get out of there.
Yes.
I bet.
It's like almost a panic. Like, what do I do? I don't know how to get out of this
They're
thing.
cave animals. They love that.
Yeah. So the guy with the golden doodle that wants to go headlong out the car window, I mean, I don't know.
Avoidance. Just avoid the car window.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much you can do with that, unfortunately.
Take the bus, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm picturing dogs on the bus. It's just like I was picturing dogs on the plane. It's so cute.
Yeah, they're got a business suit on, little suitcase.
A briefcase on, yep.
But a cat's driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little paws on the wheel.
Speaking of cats, a cat with asthma.
Oh, your dream.
Yeah.
I would like a cat with asthma.
Do they have cat inhalers?
They do.
That's cute.
Yeah, they have like the little mask, and you use albuterol, and you give them puffs. Yeah.
Take a big
Yeah.
hit, baby.
Yeah.
Our listener, one listener, has a cat with asthma, a lot of wheezing, a dry cough. Oh, Ashley gets a kick out of that.
Yeah, why'd that get you?
Because of the meme of the cat coughing. It's a super viral. The cat's
Oh, I
just
haven't
like,
seen it.
He's like, with his like mouth all like, what is that, like pierced?
Oh, I see.
I'm going to have to take a look at that.
I haven't seen it either.
So there's obviously easy treatments for cat asthma,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the albuterol is expensive, but you can maintain them on puffs of albuterol.
You just give them a little shot.
They have
with
a little mask.
There you go. Going back to what Ashley said, do you get sent like every single animal article or cute little animal meme by friends and family?
A lot of times I will.
Yeah, I would imagine you probably get blown up with
I'll get a lot of things, yeah, like, or how cute is this puppy? Or I want this dog. Where do I find him? A lot of people ask.
You're very familiar with Grumpy Cat and all of the
Oh,
things.
dude, I love Grumpy Cat.
May he rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, I love Grumpy Cat too.
I don't want to talk about that.
Skid steer operator Jesus said he has a female German Shepherd fixed a week ago today. How long does she need to be in the cone? My vet said 2 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay.
14 days.
The cone of shame.
Yeah, people get super eager to take those cones off, and then I see them a week to 10 days out, and that wound is wide open because the dog just went crazy and licked it until it opened it.
You gotta
So 2 full weeks.
give it some time. It's fun.
Yep.
It's fun to watch them run into
It
things.
is. But don't take it off too early, otherwise you're back for surgery.
Megan Marie, the best girl in the whole world, my old Springer Spaniel. We used to put the cone on her just for no reason, just to confuse the hell out of her.
We did that to my dog the other day. It was
Just she'd
pretty
look
fun.
around like, wait a minute, did something happen to me?
When they try to go up the stairs and it just keeps catching.
Oh, dude, that's so sad. I can't do that.
It was just for a couple minutes. She'd make a little sad face, and then we go, no, it's okay. And
Oh, yeah.
let a guy have some laughs. Questions
Do you guys
coming.
know what I saw this week? I didn't tell you this.
Oh, what?
We did surgery on a fox.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was wrong with the fox?
It broke its elbow, but it's a rescue from a pelt farm. This organization rescued 500 foxes from a pelt farm for their coat.
Wow.
They breed them there in Iowa. They breed them for like different colors.
Friggin' Iowegians.
Yeah, right. And the poor thing had its teeth cut. Like they cut down the canines.
Poor baby.
But it broke its elbow, and they rehab them, and they go to homes that have like their license for
That is
wildlife.
really cool.
I didn't know you could have.
That was your first foxeration?
I've spayed a fox before.
Spade.
But man, they're so pretty.
Yeah, they
They're
are
so
very
pretty.
very pretty
Was it
animals.
nice?
Yeah, super scared.
Yeah.
But really pretty.
You
That's
fixed
so
the elbow?
cool.
Yeah, fixed
Everything's
the
going to
elbow.
be okay?
Got some screws and pins and a wire.
That's the one where their pee smells terrible, right?
Oh, my! It smelled. I had to come home and shower because it smelled so bad.
They reek.
Yeah.
What's your next, I don't want to call it a dream, but what is there another animal you're hopeful to help someday?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to deal with a zoo animal, but
Yeah.
you know.
Gorilla?
Would you need to do any different types of training, or if the zoo called you and said, "Hey, we need you to come take a look at this giraffe"?
Well, I could.
You could,
But
okay.
I'd be like, what do you, I mean, I'd have to open a book.
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody over there that's a little bit more qualified.
What about, say, like a fully blown mountain ape with a torn ACL or something like that?
I mean, it's funny because they do that. Like the surgeons at the U will go and treat that stuff, but you can't. I mean, they're asleep the whole time.
But what if
What are like
Still, that's so sweet.
a wolf or a lion or a tiger? Would that be close enough to?
Yeah, I
what
mean,
you deal with that you'd
could.
be-
You could do it. I'm licensed to do it.
Yeah.
But
But what if that mountain ape, sure, he's asleep, but during the procedure, you're fixing his ACL, one of his eyes opens and he just looks at you.
Yeah, he's pretending to be.
Who do
asleep.
you push between you and the mountain ape? Is there a coworker that you would use as a shield? And
man.
The newest
employee. I can't throw anybody under the bus. My husband. I'm just kidding.
He'd fight a mountain
Get
ape.
rid of that cough.
You'd remind him about the laxative incident.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, God.
It's Dr. Andrea
On the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Interesting questions here for Dr. Andrea Johnston, visiting us from Gurman Animal Hospital today. Interesting questions from our listening audience. Thanks, everyone, for sending them in, texting them in. And we got a few more minutes here with Andrea. A real mystery here, Andrea, from a listener who says, my toddler went missing with our cat the other day. And then they found the cat and the toddler together. And the room smelled awful, but we couldn't figure out what happened. Do you have any idea? There was no cat urine or cat poo anywheres, but it was a child and a cat in the room together, and the smell was unbearable.
That sounds like anal glands to me. I wonder if the cat got spooked. And, sometimes if you're restraining a cat and they're freaking out, they will express their anal glands. That's my guess.
The toddler
that is the
might
worst
have been,
smell in the world.
The toddler might have been trying to, dress up the cat or
choking
grab it tightly,
out.
something.
They don't know what the hell they're doing.
It's a weird smell.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's got to be it. Yeah, I never considered that.
Yeah,
there you go,
anal
dude.
glands.
Anal glands.
Do you know anything about dog rocks? This is Exotic Metal Jesus. It's a product to prevent burns in the grass from urine.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I would be a bajillionaire if I had a product to help minimize urine stain on the grass. There's really not much besides hosing down the grass after they pee.
That's what we do, and that works.
Yeah.
Do you really, Josh? You go out there with the hose?
Well, we changed. Now we have like some gravel where they go. We put some gravel there, but we used to. And I mean, the smell, number one, it pretty much eliminates that, and it does help.
I just say screw it.
But you got to get on it like pretty quick.
It's male dogs only?
No, female dogs too.
We had
female dogs is worse, right?
It just depends on the pH of their urine. If it's really acidic, and that's just based on the genetics of the dog. But
I've heard female dogs are worse simply because they're just doing it in one area.
They
where
kind of
the guys
squat.
it gets everywhere at times.
I guess I've never had that problem. Maybe because all of my lawns have been absolute garbage. Well, tell me about these dog rocks, though. What do you know about the dog rocks?
So that's what I was going to ask. So somebody's using Exotic Metal Jesus is using them and saying he's been using it for over 10 years. So they must be doing something for him. But he said, I never thought about any negative health impacts. Is there anything that concerns you with those?
I wouldn't worry about it as long as the dog's not ingesting the rocks. Is he using it on the grass?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with those. I mean, there's so many products out there. The biggest piece of advice for those dogs that are peeing in a certain area is I usually say train them so they go on the mulch when they're puppies. So they will forever do that. Or a certain area in your house or your yard.
The phrase dog rocks reminded me of an embarrassing moment I had about a week or so ago. My wife left a note out on the counter that said, "Can you go buy dog salt?" And I thought, I know you love your dog, but are we seriously going to start seasoning the dog's kibble? And I was like, you got to be out of your mind. And then it dawned on me she meant dog-friendly sidewalk salt.
Oh.
That's not her. Dog salt.
So then, but no, here, it gets worse. I think I couldn't be any more of a dumbass. I go to the store, and I find the sidewalk salt, and the lady goes, yeah, you have any questions? I go, yeah, is this pet-friendly? And she kind of looks at me kind of confused, and she goes, yeah, we don't sell products that are unsafe for dogs at Petco.
Just tell her, hey, I'm from corporate. That was the right answer. We're testing our employees.
Why does she got to come at you with an attitude?
And then I look at the thing. It's got like a happy dog and happy cat on the
They're walking all over the salt.
Yeah, like just happily walking. I'm like, oh, man.
I wouldn't know what to do if I was asked to buy dog salt.
Yeah, I'd never heard it phrased that way.
I guess, Dr. Andrew, isn't like some of them like bad for their pads or something like that?
Yeah,
Some of
I
the
mean, I feel
sidewalk
like
salts?
it's kind of like people getting their lawn sprayed these days. Most products are now pet friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made a fool of myself that day.
Years ago, my lawn guy would come over and spray the yard. And, they put the little sign up that says, don't let your... Jesus. So I waited. I don't know, whatever it says. Give it 2 hours or whatever. I waited, let the dogs out, and then he calls me and says, yeah, you haven't let your pets out, have you? I said, well, yeah, I just did. Yeah, I forgot to mix water with the chemicals.
No.
So I thought for sure the dogs within a month will grow an extra leg or the eyes would fall out
green.
or something. They were fine. They were fine. But it did scare me when he said, yeah, that's probably... here's a weird question, and it has to do with chemicals. I guess it's fitting. Should I be concerned, Dr. Andrea, if my cat is obsessed with the smell of chlorine? When we come back from the pool, he will lay on top of our swimsuits until they are dry.
That's
that
funny.
smell.
No, chlorine's harmless, but unless it's like straight chlorine. But That's weird.
Maybe it's the dampness.
I was going to say it's probably the moisture.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little like.
That'd be my guess.
Like cooling.
It's
or
a cool.
something.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
This person has a 4-year-old female German short-haired pointer who destroys the house if not kenneled during the day. Claws up door jams, rips up carpet.
Is it available for the weekends? That sounds like fun.
So much energy.
But when they're home, the dog's fine. So they want to know, is it just separation anxiety? We've tried over-the-counter calming chews. It's not working.
Yeah, sure sounds like it.
What about an evil spirit in the house?
Potentially,
Yeah,
yeah, for
potentially,
sure. I'd
yeah.
put that over separation anxiety. Your dog probably needs some Prozac.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's separation anxiety, and it gets worse the older the dog gets. So.
Oh, is
I would
that right?
try
They
some
don't get more
Prozac.
used to it?
It's like the opposite.
No,
It
it's the
gets
opposite. It just escalates.
Josh, you ever take Prozac when you and I can't hang out together? Yeah, a little bit of...
No, I just drink myself to sleep. That's the only way I can get by. Yeah, if we have a long weekend or something.
I think we've both suffered from a little bit of separation anxiety.
We definitely get that.
Spent way too many
There's
years.
times where you've made fun of me over that.
Way too many years together. Oh, wow. Oh, God, we got to get going again. We do. But thanks for your time,
Yeah, of
Dr.
course.
Andrea. I mean, you're so helpful every time you come in, and our listeners love you. But also, you were on a hell of a run with some great stories.
Well, thank you.
We got the lice. We got the stomach flu. We got a dog jumping out of an airplane. We got, what was it, kids taking drugs accidentally.
Oh,
It's just
laxative.
Bear spray.
bear
the
spray.
bear
that was
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah.
You
Who
should
knows?
write a book.
Yeah, you live a fascinating life.
Yeah.
Who
That's
knows?
what happens when you have 3 kids, right?
Man.
What will we get 2 weeks from now? You'll have to tune back in to find out. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Yeah,
See you in a
thanks.
couple weeks, I
Sounds
hope.
good.
Happy belated birthday to Machinist Viking Jesus, who turned 39 yesterday, and Cowboy Trucker Jesus, who hit 37 yesterday, from American Viking wife Jesus. And Nick, until tomorrow, I'll miss you, brah.
Yeah, you too, man.
Oh, all right.
I'll miss you guys. It's implied. That was... Okay.
There are main
Ashley?
characters, Josh. There are main characters, and then there's extras. It's just like the movie business.
I miss
I'm
you
gonna start
guys,
acting
too.
like an extra.
I'm going to miss everybody.
You're always extra.
Yeah, you're extra.
If you miss any part of
Ashley, I will miss all of you.
I'll miss you too.
Just a lot less.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.